What is going on, stream? Welcome to yet another installment of Northern Conquerors, the escalation league between me and my friends. This time, my friend is the indomitable office chair, otherwise known as Evan, the lovely stream producer.
Yeah, it's me. I'm a chair.
Look at me. Wow.
Yeah, I've been a chair.
How do you play AOS without arms?
Well, I don't really need arms, I'm pretty sure. Is it in the rule book that you have to have arms?
No, actually, this is a very handicap-friendly game.
Yeah, see? Jeez.
What up, y'all? Also, dude, shout out to Jimmy the Crush for the Omega raid of 142.
Yeah, the boom broke, so I guess we gotta break the illusion.
Evan's not a chair. He's a real person. There he is.
What's up, chat?
We got Curtis on the mic in the back. What up, Curtis?
Yeah, Curtis is a chair now.
I am now officially sound extremely bad. That's not what we want.
Surreal, thank you for the Prime sub. Nabeltos Prime sub for 3 months. PA Gamer Dad, painting is better with friends indeed.
Scott sounds bad. How did you tape your mic, Scott?
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Hi, my name's Scott, the Miniature Maniac.
Curtis is thinking. The chair is loading.
It doesn't sound bad to me. It sounds a little quiet.
Mr. Funkadizzle, thank you for the Prime sub. Branu Mate. Thank you for the
Sounds like
sub.
lobs are off entirely.
Did you turn on the mics?
The mic's hot.
Mine's on.
Mine's on. Is Scott's receiver on?
Yeah.
All I know is to me. Well, yeah, Evan's mic sounds amazing. You guys sound fine. Here,
Okay, yeah, maybe Chad is just lying to me.
official producer taking over quickly.
Yeah, you know. Oh, Curtis's mic might be off.
Check 1, check 2. I'm
Yeah,
actually
Curtis's mic is off.
I don't need it though. You guys.
All right, someone's got to stay on camera.
I have fixed the problem.
We can't all walk off camera, y'all.
Yeah, we can.
We good?
Yeah, we're good now.
All right. Let me hear how it's supposed to sound.
It's supposed to sound like this.
Sounds like we're getting audio quality. Okay, well, hopefully it sounds better. There we go. All right, we're back and we're playing Northern Conquerors, the Escalation League with my friend. Here's my friend Evan. We're playing Stormcast Eternal, specifically
I prefer employee.
employee. Okay, yeah. We're not really friends.
Yeah, no.
Especially when I'm playing miniature war games.
Scott doesn't have friends. Come on.
This is true. All my friends are paid.
Yeah.
What chamber are you playing, though?
I am playing the Anvils of the Heldenhammer.
Okay.
The worst Stormcast chamber.
All right.
According to our friend Vince Venturella.
Just so everyone knows, he is playing the worst Stormcast chamber.
Which means it'll be that much more impressive when I win.
Yeah, exactly.
I want you all to know that he's playing the worst.
I'm playing the Castellite Dynasty Soulblight Gravelord army. We're already deployed. We're playing the scenario called Frontal Assault. And we'll get a little prediction going here, and you guys can bet with channel points to see who you think is going to win. The worst Stormcast chamber? Or my fucking OP Blood Knights?
Will it be chair or will it be
Bet on me.
your boy?
Bet on me.
What up, Jimmy? Thank you again for that raid. That was a fantastic way to start our stream. We super appreciate it.
It's good timing. Real good timing.
It was. I'm only friends with people who can compensate me financially. Well, you would be in good company here then, apparently.
Well, no, that means their friendship is just one way.
Yeah.
Because you pay us, we don't pay you.
No. I mean, you pay me in services.
Yeah, I suppose. And goods. I did bring you a Stonehenge.
You did. So,
I'm ready to play. I've got my 10 pages of reminders.
in Frontal Assault, there's an attacker and defender. It doesn't really matter a ton, but I'm the defender, Evan's the attacker. We have 3 objectives here on the center line of our 44 by 30 inch board. And it's the same as last time if you were here for Burn
and Pillage, I think?
Burn and Pillage, yeah. Except there's no burning and pillaging. We're just standing next to objectives, more bodies, you get the point. If you have more points than your opponent, you get extra points and stuff like that.
Yep.
Last time we played, we did a grand strategy. And it was like, you pick a unit you think is going to survive. You pick like a hero on the enemy team you think you're going to kill or something like that.
Yeah.
Did you want to do that again?
Yeah, but I'm going to have to look at what they are.
Okay, that's fine. Sexy ass chairs up in here.
It's true.
What up, Ninja? How you doing? We're gonna get to Kane's gift card. No.
No, that's whoever wins the whole
Yeah.
league.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 months of playing. Whoever has the best record at the end gets a $10
Yeah, you get a
Cane's
cool,
gift card.
Cool $10. Easy. Jimmy who? Who's this Jimmy guy? Oh, he's a good guy. Services, absolutely. What's in the Stormcast Eternal list? He is rocking Sequitors. He is rocking Annihilators, and his commander is a what?
Lord Relictor.
And-
Although I'm using the Xandria Truth Seeker model from the most recent Underworlds box, the one before the most recent, I'm not sure.
And then can they type exclamation mark?
Lists.
Lists.
And
you
chat
get-
will show you both of our lists.
Yes, yes. Rage of Sigmar. Sweet. We're just getting into it. What up, bro? Start wargaming. Good luck, man. Good luck at your Blood Bowl tournament this weekend. Yeah, dude.
God,
Rage
it's all
is gonna
Paths to Glory rules. Who cares about Paths to Glory? That's like a weird slow grow league that no one plays.
No, losers. Sequitors? Yeah, I'm going Vamps. They actually have a really cool ability. The leader of the Sequitur unit does, where they're within 3 inches of an enemy unit, they can't bring models back, which is a mechanic that I kind of rely on for my wolves at the very least.
Well, you say that, and then I kill all your wolves, and they just show up at a gravesite.
Yes, that's true.
Of course, if you kill all my Sequitors, they also show up.
One
Anywhere.
time.
One time.
One time.
One
okay.
time.
So I kill him twice.
Just twice.
Or kill the commander and then kill the Sequitors.
That's not happening.
Okay.
Commander cannot die. It's
Okay.
actually on the battle scroll.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a little subnote that just says this unit can't die.
Yeah, in the save category, it just says NA.
Yeah.
It's just like, can't
Yeah.
die.
See other section.
yeah. Don't act like I don't know, Scott. What? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Are you some fucking AOS god, Tomb King? Tristan, I would think you're a Warhammer Fantasy god with a name like that.
Warhammer Fantasy, what the fuck is that?
Dude, who knows? Fucking dead game.
I'm
Literally.
pretty sure that's not on the website.
No, it
I can't
certainly
buy that.
isn't.
Yeah.
No. The Annihilators are pretty beefy, but them Blood Knights are super juicy. They are super juicy if they don't die in a charge. Which they probably won't. Because I've kind of, if you can go to the top down, check out the deployment here.
Let's see if the chair can do it.
Can he do it? I have my units deployed here in kind of a castle formation. Just protecting my vulnerable, not vulnerable so much, but my valuable units, my knights and my lord. I don't care about the wolves so much because not only can they come back through invocation, they can also come back through the spells that I have, and also if they wholly die, they can come back through grave sites. So,
Urban legend.
not worried. And
I just have to kill all of his units in one fell swoop. You just need to cast like a spell. It's like a 12 up, and it's just you win the game.
yeah,
Boom.
honestly, that sounds like such an Age of Sigmar thing to happen.
It really does.
So, like,
If you roll boxcars again. If you do it, the game is over and you've won.
Yeah.
You are blessed by Sigmar.
basically, yes.
Basically, this game is a version of Exodia.
Yeah.
What's Exodia?
Boy,
In
my boy, we've
Yu-Gi-Oh,
had
if
this
you collect
conversation.
all five
you don't
parts.
like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
We cannot. I can't.
Come on.
Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, buddy.
Did you find that section of the rulebook yet?
No.
All right, how
I
about
stopped looking.
chat? What are or maybe Curse can look it up for us, the basic, what are they called? Grand strategies?
Yeah, there's a bunch of grand strategies. I have
I know
some
the
of them
three
on my
basic
sheet
ones.
here.
The three basic
Oh yeah, what are the basic ones?
are you either have to have a battle line unit remaining at the end of the game. You have to destroy all of the enemy's heroes.
I have all
or
mine here.
You have to
I
destroy
don't have yours,
the
but I have
enemy's
all mine.
general.
Okay.
Curtis, throw me a pen. They're in the top drawer to your right. Unless you have one there.
I have mine picked.
Oh, that throw though.
It was good.
The catch, not so much.
No, can't really see. So
This is the thing with AOS. There's so much to keep track of. I struggle. There's this little handy website called AOS Reminders.
it's so much.
They print out a tome of things for you to remember, but it's organized round by round, so you can kind of just go through it sequentially. It's pretty helpful.
it can be.
There's the link. Nice. What kind of AOS game is it? It is Frontal Assault, 500 points, 1v1.
Utgar won't let you bet points because you've already bet. You bet for office chair.
All right. I have my grand strategy picked out. Oh God, go away, please. Ready to get this game a rolling? Oh my God, I regret everything.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to complete any of these, but let's go with that.
Okay. So, Frontal Assault didn't seem to mention anything about who goes first. So, we'll just say in what we did in my game, and maybe Chat can correct us on this, the person who finished deploying first, which was you, gets to pick the priority for the first.
Yeah, and I'm going to have you go first.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because I want that blessed back-to-back if I can get it.
Yes, that makes sense.
Please, Sigmar, give me my back-to-back.
Broadsword Wargaming, 6 months. Whoop, baby boys for the win. Look at those sweet camera shots. Thank you, sir. Have we spoiled the moving shot yet?
I did indeed.
Ooh, baby.
You guys were kind of chilling, and I figured they wanted some action, so
Some action.
we tossed it up there.
I'm like very tempted to do nothing.
Oh, are we just going to sit here the whole game?
I suppose not, but I don't really want to mess with my my castle. But I can move forward and maintain it. So a Sequitur's movement is 5 inches.
5, yeah.
Okay, and then +7 for 12 average threat range. Okay. And then I'll just keep a trail of 9 inches behind me, so you can't go back there. So first of all, let's do this in the right order. The first phase of the game is the hero phase, which both of us can do stuff in. Because I'm the first person to go, I have 2 command points natively, and you have 3. We can do several heroic actions, and kind of the only one that makes sense in the beginning is rolling for a command point. So on a 4-up, which I nailed it.
Yeah. I will be doing the same thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So you have 4 and I have 3. Oh man, and there was somewhere where I found a handy document that listed all the things you could spend command points on, because for some fucking reason, the rulebook just likes to hide them.
I have that right here.
Oh! Very nice.
Rally at the double, redeploy, forward to victory, unleash hell, overwhelming assault, all-out attack, all-out defense, and inspiring presence.
What is redeploy?
Redeploy is when they get close to you, you can be like, I'm going to move back or move over here a little bit.
And
it's something that Curtis should have done
Absolutely.
in retrospect in
Also,
his game
I'm
against
not
Dan
Curtis,
last
I am
week.
chair.
So what's the ruling for redeploy? When can you do it?
So redeploy is, you can use this command ability in the enemy movement phase after an enemy unit finishes a normal move, run, or retreat. The unit that receives the command must be within 9 inches of that enemy unit and more than 3 inches from all other enemy units.
So I cannot use that to react to you deep striking down from outer space.
Correct.
Yikes. Okay.
And then
Not
you get a
helpful.
D6 move with the unit. It's just kind of like a reactive shift,
Okay.
to use song terms.
Okay. So all of the spells I have aren't necessarily going to do anything. The one spell that I have is called Blades of Shaiish.
Blades of Steel. You have the generic spells too, right?
Yeah, probably. I definitely do. Rufus says, Evan, don't let me down. I bet the farm on the anvils of Heldenhammer. All right, let me pull up my
Definitely
spell.
the right move.
Yeah.
I wouldn't lead you astray, for sure.
He wouldn't.
Y'all got a pretty even bet going on right now, honestly.
Nice. Lore of the Vampires. What's the range on this bad boy? Yeah, okay. So I will, in my magical phase, which is part of the hero phase, I'll cast Arcane Shield on my wolves. And it goes off on an 8.
And I'll cancel it. Watch this. Game sucks. We're done. End the stream.
I can see.
Yep.
I will, so that was the magic phase. I have no shooting, although I believe I skipped the movement phase. I'll scooch. I'll scooch a bit more.
Scott, I'm not going to charge you. You don't want to earn some points here? Come on.
Yeah, that's the other thing is I can earn points. Because we score at the wait. Is it you score on turn 1? Because last time it was only turn 2 you scored on.
I think you score at the end of each turn.
Oh, okay.
but maybe I'm wrong.
Um,
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, so.
Escalation League indeed. Hardunka.
Now, we just think Age of Sigmar is best played at 500 points.
Yeah, honestly, that's where the balance really is.
That's right.
Great. No, honestly, I've had no complaints with balance yet. You score at the end of each turn, yes, for frontal assault, because for burn and pillage, you didn't. How close do I need to be to score? Is it within an inch?
I think it's 3 inches or something like that.
Having more bodies?
If it's how the objectives work, typically you have to be within 6 inches.
6 inches?
6 inches? Fuck.
Yeah, it's like the whole freaking map.
Yeah, I'm good.
I definitely think that the point value isn't the issue here, it's the map size. Because all of the spells are like, oh yeah, 18-inch range. It's like the whole board.
Yeah, this is a little weird.
Is that unit coherent like that?
Yes. As long as each model is able to touch another one within an inch, which maybe that's a little sus right there.
I thought that changed once maybe it's once you have 15.
I don't know. Maybe.
Chat, sound off if you know coherency rules, because I think that there's like it goes to, you have to have 2 within an inch at some point.
You do, and I think it's 10.
Uh-oh, Scott might be cheating right now.
Maybe. If that is the case, I'm gonna have to redeploy my entire army.
Currently not coherent because you do need 2 within an inch.
What does that mean?
It means that
Each wolf needs to be within an
2
inch?
other wolves.
Okay, so just this guy needs to move right there, and this
No,
guy.
every wolf needs to be
No,
within.
this wolf has 2 wolves right next to him.
Oh,
That
yeah,
one right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So just this one's in the end. Which is a little tricky, because now you're able to kind of get back in here with your dumb fat idiots.
You just offset the wolves to one side and you put your blood knights plugging the hole on the other side.
I'm gonna score all 3 points though, baby.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
You gotta make trade-offs in life.
Alright. I'm in all 3. We will scooch over here with the vampire boys. And
He's worried about it.
sure. I mean, of course. It's like your whole. It's like it's in this thing. That is everything, right? If
really
that
is.
successfully happens and you annihilate my important unit, it's a very hard game for me because we have so few units. Let's see here. Maybe I can do something like that. Yeah. Okay. That's my movement phase. I have no shooting. I'm not gonna charge anybody. There's no combat. So I just score points.
You score 3 points, I believe.
Right, so you score 1 if you're within 6 inches. You score another if you have more than your opponent. And then there's like a third.
It's scoring for controlling 1, for controlling 2 or more, and for controlling more than your opponent.
Okay.
So 3 points total. For Scott,
Sure.
I don't know if Curtis pressed the button or not.
Doing it now.
Cool.
You have a wolf. Yeah, you got it.
This is tricky. Well, I think there's an opportunity for you to get in there.
Well, it means I have to roll a 9. That's the big question mark.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, my guys will just stand there in a corner and just kind of be like, "Well, I'm here. I did it. I showed up. Where's the fight at?"
Okay. To you, sir.
Scott, did you only get 2 points?
3 points.
3 points.
You're within 6 of 2 objectives then?
Yeah.
Chat seems to be convinced you should only have 2, so just wanted to double check. My apologies.
I am
He's within 6 of this one, and
and I have more than him.
More than
and
you.
this one even.
Actually, yeah, that's a great point. I don't need to be within 6 of all of them, so I will just actually kind of do one of these moves. Actually,
Oh, Scott. They're making a good point. You can only contest a single objective with each.
Oh yeah, one unit can only control one objective.
Even though your wolves
so
are
you have to move your blood knights further forward in order to have them claim a different one.
Yes.
okay. I don't need to do that. I will, however.
So he'll score 1 at the end.
Yeah.
of
So
this.
considering that, I'll just Must be a better way to surround here. I have 10 inches of movement and a run, so I'm not really concerned about like not being able to like reach anything, if you're okay with that. I'll be in with 6 inches of that middle one, and there we go. Everyone is within an inch, almost, of another wolf. 2 other wolves. So 1 point for me.
1 point for
Why
Scott.
only 1?
Because I can't control 2 objectives.
But you control more than.
Oh, 2. Yeah, you're right.
You're right. Okay,
Because I don't
nice.
control any damn objectives.
Your turn, my friend.
Like I said, game sucks.
Game sucks.
Yeah, terrible. What is this game design? I didn't score any points. I just want to score points.
The Wheel of Fortune maneuver. Yeah.
It really is.
Okay, I don't know if you guys are giving me shit for it, but is there a strategically better option than to deal with the Annihilators?
Don't tell him.
I don't think there is.
Don't tell him.
Okay, so when well, you just do your whole turn. I'll figure it out.
So, hero phase. We have a hero phase.
Indeed, we do.
I gotta look at my things.
Look at him.
I must consult the holy text.
I will consult the holy chat. Zambi's strategy is to roll better. Thank you, Zambies. That's always helpful.
That's been my strategy in the past, and it's worked for me most of the time.
Yeah.
But,
I'd be scared of a vampire surrounded by a wolf tornado. Dude, yeah, dude, this is Wolfnado. It's like the sequel to Sharknado, but with dire wolves.
if your general's on the battlefield at the start of the hero phase, you receive 1 command point, right? That's what it says here.
Maybe you do. I don't.
I don't know.
Everybody does.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you guys misplayed hero points pretty bad on your first game.
If I had pretty bad, do you mean we both missed 1 point
Yeah,
of the...
I did also in my first game because I followed your example. It was like 1 point and 2 point or something like that.
I didn't even know what to do with all those fucking points.
Yeah, I also have ended the round multiple times
like
where I'm
2 or
like
something like that?
4, where it's like I didn't use any, and I'm like I'm an idiot.
I'm doing something
I should just be
wrong.
doing these all the time.
If nothing else, you should use it for all-out attacks.
Yes. All attacks, all defenses was pretty obvious. Redeploy, and there's a couple others that are helpful. Mind if I take a look at that one? Thank you, sir. We got rally at the double. If that's running with 6 inches. You can reroll charges. Inspiring Presence, which is a classic one from the old game. Overwhelming Assault, which is Galatian veterans only. Okay. And then lastly, Unleash Hell. This is for shooting? Yeah, it's shooting. Sag. Rally is helpful outside of combat. It is indeed helpful. I actually did it last time. I would have absolutely watched Dire Wolf NATO. Same, Mike.
Direwolf NATO sounds pretty good.
Yeah. What about Doom Wolf NATO?
Doom Wolf. Yeah, you've got a Doom Wolf, right? 1 Doom Wolf or Master Doom Wolf or whatever.
With your movement superiority, you could have not fully encircled your army and just used a wolf rainbow. I could have, but then I wasn't able to do the most effective rainbow that I could have done. There was still an opportunity for him to like launch down here in the edges of my board and charge behind my Blood Knights. If I'm deploying on the edge, then I was okay, but there was like an opportunity for him to get it. Direwolf NATO is what happened to all the direwolves that HBO didn't have CGI budget for because dragons cost too much. Is that a Game of Thrones reference?
The fuck is Game
Says
of
the guy who's
Thrones?
played Song for like the past year.
Yeah, but isn't this like a reference to the show specifically? Which I had not seen. I've seen, what is it? How many? 8 seasons? I've seen 1/4 of the show. Paul, we're never playing. Never ask again.
Damn. Harsh. All right, so does it matter what order I do prayers and spells in? Help me out here, chat, because I've got both.
I don't think so.
So long as it's your turn,
Yeah.
you do them in the hero phase.
Well, yeah, I know
I
it's
don't
in the
think
hero
that it
phase.
matters which one you do first. I think if you have your like cheat sheet, it shows them as happening simultaneously.
Did I miss getting called out just now?
No.
No. If you watch GOT, just don't watch the last season.
Yeah, just don't watch the conclusion.
Pretty sure you just watched like
Watch
the
the show.
you watch like the first 3 seasons, and then you go, man, it's a shame that they canceled this midway through.
Yeah. It's like, how much do you love edging? That's kind of what it feels like. Just get all the way to the fucking end, but don't watch it. Just do prayers and spells in the same phase. I don't care.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out what prayer. I've got so many prayers and spells, Scott.
Okay. Yeah.
I have like a full page of options.
GOT Season 8 gets more hate than it deserves. You want to know what else gets more hate than it deserves? Fucking Morbius. Okay? Average shitty superhero movie. Just as average and shitty as all of them.
Just as
Yeah, that one got memed into oblivion.
Yeah, and that one's just like, this one is fucking bad! Look at it!
Yeah, pretty much. We knew that was coming, Scott. All right, so I'm going to do Mystic Shield on these guys.
Mystic Shield!
That's what, a 6 up, 7 up?
It's a
8
5
up?
or a 6. Oh shit, he's Morbid.
6.
I will try to dispel that with my vamp. It goes off.
Sweet. So I also am shielded by the Mystic Arts or whatever.
Yeah. You're souped up.
For my prayer.
Yeah, but it has Jared Leto, so he deserves it. Nice.
That's true.
Poor Jared Leto. Only ever good in supporting roles.
Yeah, rip in peace. Shit, what prayer do I want to do?
Can that unit just come down? Because I just want to fucking know where it is and play the game.
I know. Isn't that rough?
It's so rough.
It's hard for you.
I'm freaking out, man. Jared Leto's like a cult leader now. Is he? That's kind of scary.
Aren't they like all in a cult? Isn't that
Jared-
how that works?
Isn't he low key a creeper though? I don't know. Unpopular opinion. I often don't necessarily care what someone does in their private life.
Yeah, as long as they're not actually hurting people.
Right. Which is a hard thing to fully know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's just so much work to do, you know? It's like, oh, I like this music. I should investigate this artist's background to make sure that I'm allowed to like them. You know?
Your guy's
It's like,
not a priest, is he? He's just a spellcaster?
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard. Do I teleport? I could. It doesn't really get me much right now.
Bwom, bwom.
Yeah, because it just puts me at 9-inch range and then I can't move, so.
Damn, look at that hot pink sword, dude.
Oh, this one? Yeah, I did that myself.
I can't see that one. I'm talking about the other one.
Oh, yeah, it's right there. It looks great. Yeah, I don't think that there's any value in any of these spells. He's not within 12 inches for my spells that would be useful.
Or prayers. You've already casted a spell.
Yeah. Prayers, spells, they're all the same fucking thing.
Well, you only cast one spell a turn.
Yes, but
assuming.
I also get a prayer.
Yes.
Yes. They're all the same fucking thing. That's what I'm saying. Holy words, magic, might as well.
Will we see Old World streams when that eventually drops? That's quite a promise. Except for BattleTech.
Oh, BattleTech is happening.
Oh, God. You can
That's the Thanksgiving stream.
You can play yourself.
We're gonna all be here on Thanksgiving playing BattleTech. I promise. I'm definitely being serious. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do any prayers because I don't get anything out of it unless I wanted to teleport, and I think that's really fucking stupid.
Okay.
Or I don't know, maybe it's not. Maybe I want to make 2 9-inch charges.
Maybe.
Yeah, anything's possible.
Did we thank TJB Dev for the $3.33 donation?
I don't think we did.
He said it's almost Friday. It is indeed almost Friday, my friend.
It is
Thank you.
almost Friday, my dudes.
I believe we also missed Broadsword Gaming. Broadsword War Gaming. Whoop! Vampy Boys for the win. Look at those sweet camera shots. Thank you for the tier 1 sub.
Yeah.
I think I got that one, but he deserves 2
Well, then
anyways.
he gets double. Because you're just that amazing.
Doubling it up.
Double or nothing.
So I can't charge if I run, right? That's how that works?
Correct.
Unless I have a special rule that lets me.
Correct. You can get an auto 6 inches.
Yeah, I can do the at the double to really go far.
Yes.
How can...
team.
Yeah, you know.
Dude, how late is it where you're at right now? Broadsword Wargaming. Ollie? Whoa.
Auto 6 could get me over there.
The Sequitors are pulling a fast one.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I'm thinking about where I could get to. I got 5 command points to spend this turn? What the hell?
Yeah. I have 4 that I didn't spend at all.
Yeah. You could have at the doubled your little move for no reason.
Yeah, I did it.
Or do I just go hard in the paint and hope for the best?
Every single command point that I bank in a turn, I should be able to use in my priority roll.
True.
All of a sudden, the double turn thing is just 10,000 times better. Because now command points are a resource that I can use to like go first or not go first.
Wait, that's actually, we should just make that a house rule. I like that.
No house rules.
You know, GW, you steal a lot of stuff. Just steal that rule from Guild Ball, okay? It's great. It's a great rule.
And you placed me what?
Just kidding.
7 inches away from my movement or something like that.
It was something like, I don't know. It was a little bit over a 7-inch charge potentially. I kind of miffed the movement a little bit, so it might be easier.
We're like 13 inches from each other right now.
Okay.
So 8-inch charge.
You guys need to do your heroic actions.
Yes, you guys did not do that.
Oh
So
yeah.
this is still the first turn.
We still have heroic leadership and blah blah blah.
No. That happened at the top of turn 1.
Yeah.
For both of us. We're
Yeah.
still in turn 1, so we don't do it
We're still
again.
in round 1. We're
Sorry.
in turn 2 of round 1.
Sorry, yes. You do it at the top of the round for both players. You don't do it every single turn.
I think you do. I think
you do.
each hero phase you do all the hero phase stuff.
So here's a question for you. I had 4 or 3 unspent command points. I'm just going to roll again and potentially accumulate a 4th?
I think so.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
I mean, we could do other things.
Here's a 4-up for a bonus command point. Look at that.
There you go.
I have
Yeah.
5.
5?
No, 4. You have 4 now.
No, I have 5.
Okay, I should have the same amount as you. So we
No,
both
because
have-
I have 1. Oh yeah, you should have the same amount as me now.
I think we both have 4. It's not gonna matter.
No, it's not.
Whatever. It's not a good rule because there are certain armies that can farm command points and steal command points, so they always double turn no matter what they want.
Steal command points?
Well, here-
now we're talking.
That sounds fun. Why? I mean, you can just change those particular armies so that it benefits everyone in the game. It's not like a couple factions not allowing for a good rule to prosper is like a reason to have you not make the rule at all. IMO.
Okay, yeah, I think this is the play. I think I am going to. Okay, actually, I have a question. Can I use the same order twice in a whatever turn on different units?
I believe the answer is no.
The same order twice?
Yeah.
No.
So I can't at the double this guy and these guys?
Chat is confirming the answer is no.
Okay, well then in that case, I am going to use my teleport ability.
Okay. Someone
Yeah.
says we're doing the command point thing wrong.
I'm sure we're doing the command point thing wrong.
The thing that we are doing incorrectly is that the additional command point that you get can only be used by the hero that is rolling for it. So you could not use.
Oh, so it's
additional
not a
command
real
point.
command point, it's a real fake command point.
You couldn't use your additional command point on like a unit that doesn't have your general, for instance, to get the free 6-inch run.
All right, well, I'm
You
teleporting.
guys have so many anyway that it doesn't matter.
No units have a general in them. It's just the general can just use it.
Yeah, it just gives generals command points to do general command point things. But does that mean the general can issue the command to other units, or does it mean they can only issue the command to themselves?
I'm assuming to themselves. Someone said you lose it at end of turn, so the one that we rolled for in the beginning is now gone. So you have 3 and I have 2. You have, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Well, don't you get one for your general being on the field at the beginning of each turn? It says that on my reminder sheet somewhere. Anyway, I'm rolling for a teleport.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, that's it. No problem. I am going to teleport I need to double measure this because I want to make sure I don't fuck this up really bad. 13 inches. Yeah, I'm going to teleport the leader.
That can allow the hero to issue a command. Can a hero issue a command to a unit?
Yes.
Then it's effectively the same fucking thing.
To be within some range that I don't know.
You have to be within some sort of range,
the
and
only-
also units can only receive like a certain
Your
amount
hero
of
can
commands or
only
something.
issue
All
one
right, so
command.
that's the end
Sorry
of the
for
hero
the
phase.
rage.
Now we're into the movement phase.
So you teleported yourself.
I'm teleporting myself, yes, because I am a unit wholly within 12 inches,
What up, Gomez?
and I succeeded on the roll. And then these guys are going to move. They're going to use at the double. So they've got 13 inches to work with. They're just going to booze cruise over to here.
Oh no!
Bye. And just roughly the same alignment, but with a little less.
Rage hammer intensifies. Rage of Sigmar.
At the end of the move phase,
Evan already did a spell. You cast Arcane Shield on his Sequitors.
I did a spell and my priestly thing, because I'm both. My leader is Lord Relictor, even though it's not a Lord Relictor, and also has an Arcane Tome. So I get the best of both worlds. Well, some of the best of both worlds. At the end of the movement phase, my guys will drop down from space because I think if I leave them off the board, I'll just lose. They've got to be 9 inches away. Just gonna drop down like that.
There are not pictures of the armies anywhere, but we can definitely like think about doing something like that.
I would really love if we just had a little light box set up that we could put our armies in as we showed up, record a little bit of footage, then we could throw it up on the screen.
It's really not that easy, but I appreciate how easy you're making it sound.
It's that easy.
Okay.
Photography is really simple. You can just leave the settings the same all the time, regardless of what you're photographing, and it always comes out great.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it wouldn't take a long time to get photos of the armies, that's for sure. I thought you were gonna say like a light box that like we could just put a model in and it was like a scene.
Scott, I have good news. They came down from space, and your wolves are within 10 inches of them.
10 inches?
10 inches.
Why not 9?
Well, they're exactly 9 inches away, but enemies within 10 inches get affected by the lightning as they come down from space. Because, you know, why not?
Okay.
I just have to find the rule. You know what? I'm going to do it on my phone because otherwise I have to scroll through pages and pages. I believe I roll Blazing Impact. After you set it up for the first time on a 3-up, that enemy suffers D3 mortal wounds. All right. D3 mortal wounds. Hey.
Okay, so a wolf and a half is dead. I don't get deathless minion saves because not the entire unit is within 12 inches of gravesite. For all people in chat, they're gonna be like,
You have a gravesite right there.
oh, I do have one in my deployment zone.
Yeah, I think you get ward saves.
I do actually.
Roll your ward saves.
3 6-ups. Didn't get any. Same outcome.
It didn't matter.
Did not matter. 1.5 wolves.
All right. We're going for it, because if I fail the charge, then they'll just stand here next to the rest of my army. It's good. It's actually good. We're looking for a 9, chat. That's not a 9. I will use a command point to re-roll the charge. Nope. Another 7. So they just stand there and do nothing.
Okay. Honestly, not the worst outcome, you know, like, whatever.
I would like them to go in and blow stuff up, but this is fine too.
Okay.
They're with my army. They're all together at last. And it's back to you.
You score a point.
I do. I score a point.
Just 1 point. It's also not back to me. It's down to the fateful
That's right.
roll for priority.
Let's roll for priority, baby.
Let us. You won.
Oh boy.
Would you like to go first or second?
I mean, I need to go first, right? And just get all my people in there.
Sounds like a good strategy.
I don't think it is a good strategy, but I don't know that there is a good strategy. So, yeah, I will go first.
Okay.
Which means that I have how many command points? Someday we're going to
start with 1 because
Start with 1.
You started first.
But then I have a general on the
Your
field.
general's on the field. You get a second one.
So I get a second one.
Scott, you have everyone in chat telling you that your wolves are no longer coherent. And,
what do I do?
And Evan, you can re-roll charges the turn that your annihilators are deployed.
I did re-roll charges.
Yes, but you used a command point. You can do it for free.
I can?
That's what chat's saying.
So what do I do in this situation?
Chat, I think we're going to allow Scott to continue on. Now that we know that that's the rule, we should proceed to follow it going forward. But like, he's already set up in this way, and we don't want to just nullify the entire game by killing his entire unit of wolves.
Oh shit! That's how coherency would work in this situation.
I guess so.
You need to remove models until the unit is coherent, and if you were to do that,
Hey,
I
but it's
think
not-
you
It
would
wouldn't be
remove
the whole
all
unit.
of them.
He would go down until he had 5 models, right? Because then
true.
as soon
No,
as it's-
less than 10.
No, it's less than 6. 6 is when that rule takes over.
So I would remove 3 other
remove-
wolves?
less than 6. So you would go down to 5 models.
Okay. It's up to you. If you want to do that, we can do that. Didn't know that was a rule, but I don't really care taking wolves out. It's not a big deal to me.
I mean, Curtis took his licks and didn't have us redo anything, so I'm gonna make you take your licks.
Sure. I don't care.
I'm a bad guy,
Evan
Chad.
being absolutely ruthless right
I
now.
am ruthless.
I don't care.
Because I want that $10 Raising Cane's gift card, so help me God. The most important thing about playing games, obviously.
It's okay. Whatever. You're not gonna learn the rules reading that fucking book. You're gonna learn it when you get destroyed in a game.
Big true.
Oh, I'm gonna get destroyed still probably because those guys are gonna come past and kill my general, and then I can't bring any of my guys back, and then I lose. And also, if I kill his wolves, they just come back right away. So they just pop out of a gravesite and just kind of go, "What happened?" And it's gonna be this gravesite, and they're gonna come and kill my leader. So, hero phase again. Am I smart? Did I put myself within 12 inches? No.
Apparently, it's units of 6 or larger for the 2-inch coherency.
Yeah.
So I have to take one more off.
That's rough.
It's okay.
But you effectively protected yourself on all sides, and that's what matters.
Tomb King Tristan with the $6.69 donation. Stoked you guys are getting into Sigmar. Once you get into the rhythm, you'll be playing like pros.
Thanks, Tomb King and Tristan. We appreciate it, man.
I will do heroic leadership. Actually, do I do spells first, or is that at the beginning?
Thanks, John.
How does this work?
The consolation. So it's the top of round 2.
It's top of round 2.
We're gonna do our heroic actions.
Yeah, heroic action. I'm rolling for an extra command point. So are you.
We
Got
both
it.
got it. I'm going second this turn, so I have
4? Except that goes down back to 3 on your turn, and then we can roll again.
I have 3 generically, and I have 1 that my hero can use to issue a command.
Right, so I have 2 plus a phantom.
I believe it's how it works. Let me know.
That sounds right.
Can't your heroic action to heal stuff back? Not
Can't-
in this phase of the game. Rally can be used, but it's going to be during my turn.
Yes.
Yes, and the
Yeah.
unit needs to not be in combat and other requirements.
Yeah.
My hero can do things like it's his birthday and he hits things harder and he gets a better save.
It's his day.
It's his day. You can do rolling on dice to get a command point. What was the third thing you can do with your heroic action?
You can choose to cancel a spell.
Can't-
Even though you're not a wizard. You can be like, I'm a wizard right now.
Can I cancel a prayer?
No. Prayers don't get messed with.
Okay.
It's just spells that you can do stuff with.
Rally can be used every turn. I mean, I don't think anything I said about that was disagreeing
You
with
mentioned
it.
you could only do it on yours.
Yeah, you can do it right now. At the start of the hero phase. I don't see any reason you couldn't use it on my hero phase.
Why the fuck would I not use it?
Yeah, go for it.
So hold on, here's a question for you. You just said, you asked a question earlier about issuing commands to a unit. So can I issue a command from my hero to the direwolves, and then can the
Yes.
Doom Wolf in that unit issue a command like all out defense to the unit? Okay, so I'm gonna do that then.
As far as I know, yes, that's how it works. Units can command themselves, and other units can command them. I know that they can't receive the same command twice, and I don't think you can use the same command twice or something.
Yes, you cannot double rally.
Yeah, double rally all the way.
Mythos, I always style my head the same direction. Okay, I'll do Rally Kai, which I believe is I roll a d6 for each missing model in my unit, and on a 6, it comes back.
Yep.
So I have 4 command points. I will use the one that I generated with my dice roll for my hero to issue it to the wolves. I'll roll
5 dice?
5 dice, and each 6 is a Doom Wolf. Not a Doom Wolf.
A direwolf, and
Not-
no 6s.
No 6s. So back to you for your heroic actions. You did
Yeah,
the
and I rolled for the thing.
Okay.
I am not within 12 inches here, right? I can't actually see the end of my tape measure.
That's a 9-inch move.
Oh no, I'm measuring.
It's okay.
I'm measuring from my leader
Oh, no,
for a
you are
spell
not.
or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So, can't use a prayer that does like cool stuff.
Thank you, Lord Vladek. Appreciate it.
Am I just gonna get rid of these wolves and have them come back? Is that the plan? Just get that out of the way. That only happens one time, right, Scott?
No.
The wolves just keep coming back.
Every summonable unit in a Soulblight Gravelord unit at the end of my movement phase, if they're wholly destroyed, can be placed within 12 inches of a Gravestar marker as long as they are outside of 9 inches of an enemy unit. Every single summonable unit. Skeletons, zombies.
This game sucks.
Bats, swarms.
Cool. Great. Good to know.
Graveguard are summonable. What?
Yeah, if they have skeletons for models, they're summonable. That's how it works,
Yeah.
basically, right?
They come at
Can't-
half strength and only once per game. That is not what my rules say. But I'll check it again. Maybe they say that because I kind of skim stuff a lot. I'll read it
So
again.
do I have no idea how any of this works. I just message Vince and he just says, don't put that in your list.
Here,
Do something
says,
else.
Says this, at the end of the movement phase, you can set up one or more of these units on the battlefield that are destroyed, wholly within 12 inches of gravesite, more than 9 inches from an enemy unit. At the start of the 4th battle round, reserve units that, oh no, this is Unquiet Dead. All right, do
Are
your
you
thing
playing
now.
Seraphim Gravelord? Someone's asking.
I'm playing Castelli.
Castelli.
Castelli Dynasty.
All right, so for my spell, I don't have a prayer that does anything for me, so I'm going to do the same thing as last time. I'm going to cast a spell, except this time it's going to be...
Doesn't say anything about half strength or only do it once a game. At least in AOS reminders.
The question is if you clicked on the right one on AOS Reminder. So I definitely have more than I should.
I made my list and I just imported it into the...
I am going to do Celestial Blades.
Curtis is producing.
Yeah, Curtis is the chair today. I'm going to cast Celestial Blades on my Annihilators.
Okay.
It's a 5-up. I got it. Would you like to
Sure.
try and counterspell?
Yeah. It does not go off.
Does not.
Wait, no, I think I have to beat it, actually.
I think you have to beat it too.
Yeah, so then it goes off.
So they have +1 to their to-wound rolls.
Y'all gotta quit harping on us taking a while to play games, because, like, especially the first turn when we're, like, kind of figuring it all out, like, turns 2, 3, 4 are gonna go way faster.
We also have played a whopping total of 1 game. 1 game. And let me tell you, my first game, we were bringing models back with healing. We had weird understandings of how things were contested. We have no fucking clue what we're doing, all right? If you can't handle... Okay, yeah. We understand a little bit about miniature war games, but if you can't handle people learning to play, take a breath, relax, get something to drink, have a good time. So yeah, they've got +1 to their to-wound rolls.
Let's do it.
And yeah, I gotta kill things. That's how this works, right?
I think so.
So they have a whopping, massive 4-inch move. Look at that. Look at them go, boys. It's just incredible.
That was truly incredible.
It really was.
I mean, it's still not a super free charge. I mean, it is.
6-up with 3 rolls, I should be able to do it,
You
right?
got it.
It should be fine. It should be fine. Do I want to just, like, risk it for the biscuit with my sequiturs, too?
Gucci-licious with the
Wait,
prime
that's
sub.
500 points.
Why, thank you. I like your name.
Big
What
sigh.
points are you playing at? 500.
Yeah, big sigh. All right. And yeah, the sequiturs will also move their movement. Right there. They're just going to be in line like that, basically. All right. No shooting allowed. Goblin green bases? We don't do that here.
Oh, no.
No. We do
Only-
black base range.
Only heretics do that.
And only when the mini is done. It's the last step. All right. And it's time for a charge phase. We're going to start with the Annihilators. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're starting with the Annihilators.
Okay.
Based on simple math, it should be a 5-inch charge, right? They drop down at 9, they move forward 4, right?
Yes, it should, but it is not.
All right, so I'm looking for a 6.
Hey, man, if you're gonna kill half my fucking unit,
you're
I'm
right.
definitely not giving you the fucking inch.
It's fine, I got an 8.
Who's charging? Sequiturs or?
The Annihilators.
Okay.
You're absolutely right.
Scott, you could have redeployed if you wanted to. It doesn't really get me anything, unless I could redeploy multiple units.
Yeah, because he wants the wolves in the way to die first, basically.
Yeah. I want the wolves to die first.
Wolves dying is not a big deal. It's the other units dying that's a big deal.
When do I issue all-out defense?
That's in the combat phase.
Okay.
Before we start rolling dice, I believe.
Get annihilated.
Yeah, so...
Did you factor in the cosine of the tangent of the respawn anchor?
Let's just gonna.
Goblin Green is your name is only allowed if your name is Sir Duncan, or if you were born in the 60s or 70s, or paint minis in the 80s. No, I don't know.
Plenty of movement. And the Sequitors, are they going to charge in? Or are they going to try and make life difficult for the Blood Knights? No, I think they're going to actually...
I kick ass for the Lord.
McThief with the Prime sub. 2 first-time Prime subs. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, the Sequitors are going to charge. Looking for a 5 on that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no problem.
Oofta, this guy's from Minnesota. You better believe it.
They're actually not going to do...
What made me feel sad? They were still a thing in the early 2000s? Yeah, you're probably right. I got the time. I got the time period wrong.
much. I would just want them blocking up that space.
Don't worry, Branu Mate. He knows. He knows.
What do I know? About the Annihilators doing damage on their charge?
Yep.
Yeah. I think technically I'm supposed to do that before I charge with other units. But whatever. Let's do the Annihilator damage thing. I rolled an 8 on their charge, which means I roll 8d6. That's 8. And I believe it's on 4 ups. Let me double check that you take mortal wounds.
That was an unfortunate roll. As long as you don't cross the measuring tapes, it's fine. It's just true.
For each 4+, that enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound.
Absolutely Gucci-licious.
So you take
Clueless.
2 mortal wounds.
2 deathless minion saves, 6 ups. Nada. So another wolf dies.
Another wolf.
Oh.
And then we're into the swingy phase.
All right.
And since I've got all these frickin' command points all the time, right?
Okay, so this is kind of a gotcha. Your models are within 3 inches of my Blood Knights, so they can also pile in an attack.
Can you get them in?
This one can get in if he piles in 3 inches and swings.
Okay.
And I believe I have to, actually, if I remember correctly.
That guy Tim with the Prime sub for 3 months. Thank you very much.
The pile-in rules are really confusing to me, because if he piles in, do the other ones also move 3 inches with him?
Everyone in the unit gets to pile in. So the way it works in the combat phase is you pick a unit to go, and then every model in that unit makes a pile-in move, optionally. And the only rule is you need to end equal to or closer to the model compared to where you started, following typical movement rules. So you can't like move through people's bases and stuff like that. Unless you have flying, maybe? Can you, when you're piling in, if you have flying, can you jump over people?
You don't have to pile in, but you have to attack if your weapons reach.
Rufus Kit, at least you won't have any wolves that run away during battle shock. Feels fucking bad, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so they can just, this guy can come all the way over, or what? I don't know, that's what I'm saying, like for the pile-in rules.
What? Oh, I'm sorry? Say it again?
So this guy's in range to pile in.
Yep.
Does that mean that these guys can just fly all the way over?
This unit is within 3 inches of an enemy unit in combat, which means they're in combat.
Okay.
And so they'll all make a pile-in move, and they can all move 3 inches. And the only thing that matters is they gotta be closer.
Right, okay.
Or same distance.
So yes, they have a 3-inch move per model, got it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
That's fine. That's better than fine. That's
Everyone-
good even.
You don't need to pile in, you have to attack.
Yeah, if you're in range to attack, you have to attack. That part I know. So, anyway, I have charged in. At the end of the charge phase, I roll against your bravery. So, what's the wolf's bravery?
Oh, see, this is the one thing I don't have right now is like stats for my units up. I'm pretty sure it's 10, but let me check.
They're pretty brave wolves.
It is 10.
No.
I thought I saw double ones at first, and I was like, that can't be good.
No, it doesn't matter. What I need is, like an 11 or a 12 to beat that.
Yeah, Lord, I agree. I don't see a reason not to do it. But
Yeah, I'm right there with you, except it gets you closer to me, which I like you being closer.
I don't like you being closer to me.
Needs got closer to me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so Okay, beginning combat phase, pile in stuff happens, right?
So you pick a unit to go.
Yeah, I'm picking the Annihilators.
Okay, and they make a pile and move if you want to. They don't have to. They're all within a range to move.
I think they're all fine where they are,
Yeah,
right?
so like you could like, if you wanted to, you could like maybe like sneak around here or something like that.
Yeah, but I
or-
got to maintain coherency, so then
It's true.
I got to keep them within an inch of each other. I don't think I'm getting all the way around that wolf. That would be quite the move.
Probably not.
So it's fine. Actually, you know what? Maybe I wait on the Annihilators to go.
Shadow Minx gifted a sub from our honorable chair.
You know what? Maybe.
Yes, Brown and Mate, they can. I tend to do that.
Yeah, move through me at the end of combat or whatever.
Yeah, because every unit I move through takes damage.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I like taking damage. If I wait to swing with the Annihilators, no, I can't do it because he'll just go with the wolves first. Yeah,
Exactly.
so I'm gonna swing with the Annihilators. It's 10 dice, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s,
Okay.
because I'm going to all-out attack.
I will all-out defense, which gives them a save of 4 up. Woo!
Well, 5 up because I've got round 1.
Acknowledge, thanks to the Prime sub. Appreciate it.
9.
Oh. You hit on 2s?
I hit on 2s because all-out attack.
Okay.
Right, +1 to attack.
Yeah.
So, wounding on 2s because of the spell I cast earlier. That is 8. No, 7.
7? Okay.
7 at -1.
How much damage?
Oh, I think they're 2 apiece. Let me double check here.
Is this your only attack, or do you have another swing to make with like a different weapon?
No, this is the only attack.
Okay. I got
Yeah,
7
2
dice.
damage apiece.
Gotcha. 7 dice and -1 Ren with all defense. That gives me a 5 up save. Got 1. And then I have 12 deathless minion saves to make. 6, 12. Looking for 6. Holy
Oh,
cow.
shit.
There's a wolf, 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 wolf. So 4. That's the unit.
I did it! I killed the wolves. They're going to come back at the end of his next movement phase. And the
Okay.
rules for that seem to be in flux, but it's bad for me regardless. Oh, and by the way, these guys are using their ability in the combat phase to channel into their shields, which gives them ward 5 up.
Okay.
I should announce that.
Does that only affect them in a combat phase, or
It's only for the combat phase, is my understanding.
Okay. I will allocate a unit to go, and basically, I'm just gonna pile in with 1 dude here and stay outside of 3 inches of your settlers. Something like that. I'm gonna bring my
Gravesite
with me because he's my friend.
Yeah, can I put the gravesite like on a fortress?
Yes,
Now we're talking.
of course.
Your dragon, your big dragon's got a gravesite on the back, and it just shits out skeletons as everywhere it flies.
All right. So I will swing with my Blood Knight.
Single Blood Knight.
He has that is not my Castellan, so he has 3 attacks, I believe. That was the one thing.
Blood Knight's OP.
Blood Knight's OP. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, and then he has a horse that also swings. So
No, that's fine.
okay, 3 hits, 2 saves, and -1 rend.
So looking for 3s. Because Annihilators are absolute bricks.
Bricks.
I rolled a 1.
Cool.
A 1.
Remember the Deathless Minions save re-roll or something? There's a re-roll? I don't think there's a re-roll. I think I just
So-
get it.
1 failed save. How much damage?
1 damage.
1 damage.
And then the horse is gonna swing. 4s and 4s. Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. No battle shock phase because the unit is just dead.
Oh yeah, I don't have my second.
Yeah, I think if you don't lose miles, I don't think you take
Correct.
a thing.
Yeah, it's for each model that you lose is where Death Shot comes into play.
Yeah. Okay.
AOS Reminders is the website for that.
Yes.
Broadsword Gaming. They charge, they can pile in. I don't think I'm within 3.
He isn't.
So they could have piled in on the wolves, but then the wolves ceased to exist. And now they are more than 3 inches away from the Blood Knights, which means that even if I pile in, I'm not going to get there.
Yeah. He's still saying you get to pile in if you want to, so you can, if you want to like move for the middle objective or something like that, or I don't know.
Maybe I am actually within 3 inches to get in there.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, how? If I'm outside of 3 inches, how are you within range of piling?
I don't think you are outside of 3 inches, is what I'm saying. That's 3 inches. I can get there.
Okay, get there.
Now, that said, I can only get there with like 2 guys because of my guys in here.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to do that.
I don't know why you wouldn't want to.
So what I'm thinking about is you have the ability to move through me.
Yeah, Riders of Ruin.
Yeah, Riders of Ruin. And if I place my units spread out in a line back here, you're forced to go around because you can't end that move within 3 inches of my guys. I have to move closer to you with the move, correct, for a pile in? That's how that works?
Yes.
Or equally or closer to you?
Yeah. You have to maintain the distance.
So I think I don't actually want to like get in there. What I want to do is just move these guys like that closer to you, about an inch, to make it more difficult for you to just go past my whole force.
Okay.
And that's it. That's what I got.
All right. Cool. Okay, so it is the bottom of round 2. The second turn in round 2. Is that the right nomenclature? We roll to.
Before you do that, did anyone score from that?
Oh
previous?
yeah, I would score an additional one. Am I within 6 of this?
Z. Maybe. I mean, I imagine you are.
I believe I am. Can you
Is
tell me?
that 2
Yeah, you are.
separate
You are.
units?
So that would be 3 points because I now control 2. Oh wait,
Yeah, because she's controlling that one.
she's controlling this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, I control 2. So that means that I score 1 for controlling 1, 1 for controlling 2 or more, and 1 for controlling more for my opponent.
Okay, 3 for Mr. Chair.
All right, now the Blood Knights are going to do the Blood Knight thing.
So Scott's resurrection rule is called Endless Legions and would come up right now in the Battle Shock phase. That guy, Tim, said that.
In the Battle Shock phase. I thought it
I'll
was
scroll to
movement
the
phase.
Battle Shock phase of my. That is actually Unquiet Dead, I believe. That has to do with keeping models off the board and then bringing them on, much like your guys do, by gravesite markers. I think I actually was messing it up. I think I confused the two. And so during end of Battle Shock phase, Endless Legions, count the number of enemy units that were destroyed, 1. Roll a die, adding the number of enemy units to the roll. Wait. Enemy units that were destroyed, so none. On a 5-up, you pick 1 friendly Gravelord, Summonable, Deadwalker, or Death Rattle, which is none of them. So the wolves don't come back. They're dead forever. It's only zombies, It's only zombies and skeletons.
Well, shit. I'm a lot less scared now.
All right. My heroic phase. I will. Is my hero gonna have his best day? No, he shan't.
You just gotta believe, Scott.
Yeah, I'll roll for a command point.
I'm
I'm nailing it this time. Last
For
game,
real?
I was getting nothing.
I remember that. You guys, neither of you got a command
Yeah.
point until like the 3rd or 4th round. It was
Brutal.
ridiculous. I will also roll for a command point.
Command point? Question mark.
Yeah,
Dire wolves are.
that's a 1. It would land on a 1.
John, there's a lot of fucking shit to read, bro. It's not just about reading the book, it's about reading everything.
Dude.
You gotta cover the goddamn world of paper with AOS.
I have 3 units in my army, and this is my reminders sheet. Are you fucking kidding me? And that doesn't include grand strategies. That doesn't include battle tactics. That doesn't include the game mode or the rule book.
Yeah.
This game is ridiculous.
Yeah, so they are dead walkers, the dire wolves. So
So they are.
I'm gonna roll a 5 up, and then if I do, a unit will. Maybe I gotta roll another 6 up after that, and they come back. Because AOS.
Because AOS loves to do confirming dice rolls. Are you sure you rolled a 5 up? Do it again.
Yeah. Let's see here. Dead Walkers or Death Rattle.
Hope of Detroit, excuse me. 421 says it's just a 5+.
Cool.
I'm willing to believe that.
Nope.
Not a 5+.
They stay dead. That was the end of the battle shock phase, so now we're doing the heroic phase. I rolled my die for command point.
Yeah, I did as well.
Generate it.
I failed it. I'm down to 1 command point, I believe, so.
Okay, so other spells. I want to cast Blades of Shaiish, because I'm within 12 inches of both of these units, and it'll affect both of them.
Oh, God.
It's not incredible, but
It's going to do wounds. I don't like wounds.
It's a 5 up. It goes off on a 7.
I will try and cancel it. I do. Wow. All right. No Blades of Shaiish here.
None of that.
Looked like it was going to be a 6, and then it decided
To be a 6?
to be a 6. No, I meant like a 6 total, and then it decided to be a 6 on one dice.
Okay. Our Blood Knights have a movement of 10 inches, so what I'm curious about is what does 10 inches get me over here? It doesn't get me all the way. That's fine. What I will do...
So Riders in Ruin lets you make a regular move, correct?
Yeah.
It just as long as you end outside of 3 inches.
Yeah. And so what I want to do with Riders of Ruin essentially is just take this one Blood Knight here and move through these 2 units and then end 3 inches away. Which let's see if I can do that. So going up like 4 inches and then backing up 6 inches. I mean, also I can just like do that with any one guy.
Yeah,
over
you just
there.
need to touch them, right?
Yeah, just touch the base.
And movement's not in straight lines in AOS, so I think that that's allowed.
Beats me.
I have no reason to believe that's not.
Yes, so I'm within 3 inches of an enemy movement. I can make a normal move. If it does so, passes across the models. You have a wound characteristic of 3 or less, or no? Do these knights have 4 wounds?
They have 3.
Okay, so this affects them.
Mike, I believe the rule is that because it's a regular movement, it has to end outside 3 inches.
Yes.
You can't end in combat range with it.
How many Riders of Ruin or how many horses, how many Annihilators of horses are you gonna take down? A lot.
Yeah, the Annihilators would probably die.
We'll see. So, magic didn't go off. I don't think I have any other. Oh, I do want to use my command ability. It's called Rousing Commander. I think I used that in the combat phase, though. Rousing Commander. Oh my God. Okay, no, it didn't matter. Rousing Commander. Command ability. Yep, start a combat phase. Okay, cool. And that is wholly within 12 inches. It is. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to move forward,
You're
back
gonna
up
poke my
3
guys,
inches, and on a 2-up, the units take D3 mortal wounds. Because why would it just be automatic?
Yeah, no.
We got to roll dice. All right, here we go.
You would think that GW is a dice company.
Die for the Annihilators. Nope. Die for the Sequitors.
All right.
D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds for the Sequitors.
We'll take off guy in the very back. By pro-painted sword.
Hey,
By
can
the
we
very
get that
famous
forest
YouTuber.
in the corner out of there to amplify this nice sliding shot since it's not being utilized.
Yeah. Smart.
Smart.
Yeah, we blocked off the whole fight with that piece of terrain. Oops.
Okay. It's the charge phase. I will charge. Just don't want to see boxcars at 7 inches.
Don't want to see boxcars?
Don't want to see boxcars. I'm going to sneak over here. This is one I should have measured. Well, that looks fine. And then I'll pile in. Okay. Oh, the other movement. I need to make sure I stay within 12.
Wholly within 12 of them.
And then I'd like to contest this, just so you can't. Because you score on my turn, or do I only score?
I think you just score on your turn. So it's your scoring turn right now. And commanders, or rather, 5 wound heroes count as like, I think it's 3 models or something like that for contesting objectives. Might be 2, I don't know. They count as more than 1, I know that.
Okay.
And I think I only have like 1 in range of that. I just peeked in there.
Yeah, so the question is, do I want to move up there to score a point and put myself at risk of dying to the sequitors, which is a possibility. They swing, they got big hammers. Because the tricky part is I need to stay within 12 inches for rousing commander, which would like put me like right there-ish, which puts me in range. Gotta get a little bit closer. Yeah, it's spooky. It's a spooky situation for the vampire lord.
Lord Vlade, Kansas City, I'm just assuming. I am playing Anvils of the Helden Hammer. Black and red. Classic.
I think for now, what I want to do is be as far away from you, but still within 12 inches of all my dudes. So I got a 5-inch move, something like that.
Sure. And then you charge in the way you are.
Yes. Ah!
I'm playing the headless Anvils of the Helden Hammer, in fact. Eternix, my general's name is Estrella Vox, Voice of the Silent Legion. Named by chat. Shout out to Estrella.
I can be an inch away and still swing. Maybe even more. I don't actually know.
You have a 1-inch attack, right?
I think so.
I might have a 2-inch. I don't know. They got lances.
They got a 1-inch. Just trying to make sure I'm not within 3 inches, and it looks like I'm not.
I got a 1-inch attack. I don't have to be.
You need to be within 3 inches to be in combat to pound in the first place.
Oh, I see. Yeah. And on the other side, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Just trying to not
be within 3 to get them.
have them
coming
be in
after you.
combat, essentially. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
I can't see through the house, so.
oh, that's fine. At the start of combat, I'm going to use my once per game.
Hang on. At the end of your charge phase, I roll my 2 dice. What's their bravery?
10.
Sweet. Let's see those box cards.
What happens?
Oh, it's got to be in the box.
Unfortunately.
Oh my God! It was box cards too.
It was double sixes.
The roll's got to be in the box. Oh my God!
Literally half the value.
I have been robbed.
What happens though?
If that had gone off, I would block your first 2 wounds that you did to my guys.
Okay.
But it wasn't in the box, and the rule on the set is it's got to be in the box.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna use my once per game rousing commander. It gives them 2 of their Castelli buffs for free until, when does it have it? Until the end of that phase. Okay, cool. So it gives them Stolen Vitality, which is an extra wound, and then it gives them Bloodied Strength, which is 1 extra damage on their swings. And then I will use All Out Attack, obviously, so they'll hit on 2s.
And I'm going to use All Out Defense
Okay.
to counter your rend
Aight.
or whatever.
So
Plus 1 on saves, yeah.
Yeah. I have 16 attacks with the knights, hitting on 2s. Take out the 1s.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, pretty good. And now we're looking at 3s.
You had plus 1 to your wound, right?
Not plus 1 my wound, plus 1 damage.
You were saying you got both those things, right?
I get plus 1 damage. I get plus 1 to my yes. I'm sorry, not 2 wound. Plus 1 to their wound values.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
they have 4 wounds apiece just for this phase.
Gotcha.
Looking for 3s for the wound roll. Taking out 2s and 1s. It's looking like 4, 8, 10 go through.
10.
My kind sir.
And I used all out defense. So saving on 2s, right? You have rend 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So saving on 2s. That is 1 failed save.
Very nice. So 3 damage to that 1 dude.
So he dies, and you can move that dice over.
I'll take the guy to the back, maybe? Is that what you want?
No, it has to be the one that I put the dice on. The one that's already got wounds on it, and that was the one furthest over. So.
Okay.
Because he had wounds applied to him. So, yep, he dies.
And then move it to here.
No, I'm going to move it to the furthest back one.
Okay. And this is interesting and potentially another learning lesson. I'll resolve the horse. Okay, thank God. Okay, yeah, resolve horse after removing models. Because I was like, am I not going to get to hit with my horses now? Because I'm no longer within 1 inch?
It's considered as all happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, before moving models. Yeah.
So 15 attacks from these guys.
Horses have 15 attacks, too?
Let me just check that.
God damn.
Yeah, hooves and tees, 3 attacks apiece. So 12, 15. These guys,
They're not as scary, but it's still a lot of dice.
they hit on 4s normally, but they hit on 3s because of all out attack. So we're looking for 3s, getting rid of 2s and 1s.
That's a freaking roll right there.
It is
Yeah,
a
for
roll.
real.
All right, looking for 4s now. A couple. Jesus.
Pretty good rolls, Scott.
4, 8, 9.
9. I still have all out defense, but I can't
Benefit from
save on 1s, so 9 dice saving on 2s. No. 1 more. So how many wounds is that?
That's 4 wounds total. So on
2
19 dice, you rolled 2 1s.
Yeah. I rolled a lot of 2s, though. I rolled a lot of 2s.
Very happy for you. So 4 wounds.
4 wounds total. So that's 2 models, right? No,
How many wounds they got apiece?
they have 3 wounds apiece, but I already had 1 wound. So no, 1 comes off, and then this guy's got 1 left.
Sounds about right.
That doesn't sound right to me, but... And then you can... Oh, I can't reach him. Can you get rid of the guy that's in the malaise in the middle there?
This dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was the one that originally had the dice on him, so...
Yeah. All right. You get to pound an attack now.
Yeah. I think I want to just go straight forward, but I'm not positive. So I'm down a guy. The guy with the shield on the ground is the head honcho of the unit because he's got the tiger face on his armor. So I have 7 dice.
Evan is counting up with his wounds. So that guy has 2 wounds on the model.
Yes, I'm counting up. Is it more traditional to count down?
I'd count down. I don't know what's more traditional though.
I figured you'd count up because there are guys with like 15 wounds on them,
Yeah, it gets wacky.
but I don't know. Hitting on 3s, I'm out of command points, so I can't all out attack or anything.
Okay.
That's 4 hits, wounding on 3s, or does my spell continue?
Chat is saying something about you exploding, Evan. Don't forget to roll
Oh,
for
yeah, he explodes when he dies.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so when that unit dies,
When a model in the unit dies? Or
yeah,
the
when a
unit...
Stormcast model is removed,
Oh, just in general.
they blow up.
Okay.
They like Suicide Squad. And I believe it's their wound value plus 1 because they are from 3.0. They have the lightning strike armor or whatever. Help me out here, chat. Because I think I left it off my reminder sheet.
bomb.
He is made of bomb. Fantasy people count up, 40K people count down. Okay, well, sure.
Wounds
Yeah, wounds
plus-
plus 1 cause Thunderstrike, so I was right.
So what's happening now?
If I roll above a certain amount on my dice, you take mortal wounds.
Okay.
And I have to
Do all Stormcast do this, or just this particular?
all Stormcast.
Okay.
Thunderstrike, which is, so the Annihilators are Thunderstrike, my other units aren't. They get plus 1 die for this, because they want to encourage you to buy the new stuff.
Okay.
It's literally like the stuff from the Dominion box blows up a little better.
Okay.
Chat, can you help me out and tell me what I need to roll? I think I have to roll like a,
Chat is saying 6+.
I was gonna say a 5 or a 6 up, so nothing.
Okay.
Thanks for reminding me.
So you rolled your attack.
I did.
You hit with 4 dice.
And I hit with 4.
4 out of 7. And then we need to wound 3s.
Yeah, 3s to wound. How long does my spell last? Do I still have my spell?
It depends what it says.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm looking up right now.
If it's until next hero phase, then you still got it. If it's in that phase, then you don't have it.
Spell. Celestial Blades. Until your next hero phase. So I've still got it. I'm wounding on 2s.
Okay.
That's all of them.
Any red?
-1.
All right. I have a
2
4.
damage apiece.
I have a 4 up. I pass 2 of them, and then take 4 deathless minion saves because the whole unit is within a grave site. So 6s. Passed 1. Take 3. So 1 Blood Knight takes 3 wounds, but he is not dead yet.
Because he has his +1 wound thing?
But he will die at the end of this phase.
Yeah, blasted back to definitely not heaven. Don't call it heaven.
Not heaven.
Yeah. Totes.
Getting them souls reforged. Okay, so now at the end of the combat phase, Blood Knights and the Vampire Lord benefit from hunger. If any enemy models were slain by wounds inflicted, you can heal up to D3 wounds. So I will try to do that with Blood Knights.
I mean, I'm not gonna. That's 2 wounds back. I'm not gonna be able to remove them because of that. So
yeah, it's back at 1 wound taken. So 2 wounds remaining now that the phase is over. Battle shock. You lost a dude.
I did.
Is there any chance you fail this?
I believe they are a 7 bravery, so I think
no.
I think I'm good. But let me double check here real quick.
I do have some modifiers, but I believe it only happens. Yes, with death rattle units, dead walkers, and these guys are not that, so they don't do -1 to your save.
Okay, yeah, and I would be looking for a 7. So no matter what I roll, I can't roll above a 7 because it's just 1. So no battle shock. Okay. And then you score anything? No, you didn't. You didn't move into contest this one. That's right.
I didn't. So I will roll now at the end of my battle shock or end of battle shock phase.
Yep.
On a 5 up, no enemy units were destroyed, so that doesn't modify the roll at all. A unit will come back.
Oh yeah. Rolling for the more wolves.
Yeah. They did not come back.
Nope. See, I was terrified because when you told me at the beginning of the game, the wolves just come back.
Yeah, I was reading Unquiet Dead, apparently. Okay. Still nice, though. I'll take a unit at half strength at 5 up. All right, time for the roll for priority.
Oh, God.
Does the pendulum swing back the other way? It does not.
It does not.
All right. All right.
The right choice is to just go now, right? Because otherwise you get the double turn and swing on my guys and kill them. So, yes, I will go first.
Okay.
Hero phase.
Thank you, did it barehanded. I like that name.
Start with 2.
I don't think I have any objective. I need to be within 6 inches, and I'm within 6 of nothing.
Yeah.
Wanted to be a little bit further from the Sequitors. Probably should have just ran all the way behind the Blood Knights, but, you know, lesson learned.
I need to measure my range on my heal. Chat, there's no moderation. Go wild.
Can you win an AOS if you get tabled? Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so based off of the conversation we were having last week, if you get tabled, your opponent plays out the rounds. They have that much time to try and score more points than you. So if I get tabled or he gets tabled or whatever, and there's like 2 rounds left, you run to the objectives to try and score off of them as much as you can to catch up as much as possible or win out. If you didn't see last week's game, by the way, It came down to the wire, and the only reason that Dan won that game is because he got his grand strategy off, and Curtis didn't. It was a tie game at the end. Otherwise,
Nice.
that was pretty wild.
Do I win if I table flip? In life, you always win. You table flip.
That's true, actually.
My pride wins at least. Scott, you have the movement advantage. Just move away. A little late for that. I am stuck here. For now.
Yeah, I feel like this game is all about playing for points, and we're both doing that wrong. We're just like, I gotta get in there and start swinging.
I mean, I just wanted to use my Alpha Strike thing in the beginning with Rousing Commander, because if they get even a single other benefit, just like from normally killing people, I just can't use it at all.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to use it. If I could have moved through and charged your commander, that's what I was gonna do. But I couldn't get that last Blood Knight outside of 3 inches.
So my sequiturs are within 12. But
Fighting is indeed fun. Scott, you keep the objective you had when moving away. You only lose them when Evan takes them from you. Well,
You had this objective, right? At the beginning?
I don't think
You
so.
had these two?
I don't know.
I believe you did when you set up. It was these two that you were scoring off of, so you should score 1 point here.
Okay.
Because you could, until I come and take it, you control it. Yeah, you continue to control objectives once you, it's like flipping the light switch.
Okay.
It's yours until someone comes and turns it off.
Rockin'.
So,
I'll take a point then. Thank you, sir.
yeah.
Didn't know that. Appreciate the rules advice, y'all.
I have made mistakes in my life. God damn it.
Haven't
I
we
can't
all?
heal my guy.
Too far away.
I'm too far away.
Gotcha.
I've got a 12-inch range on my heal, it looks like.
Okay.
So, unless I get a bonus on that for being a lord, but it doesn't say it on here, and I believe that this is correct. So,
Lord.
a lord. I will.
Viewer picking up a cutting mat. Thank you, sir.
Hey,
Scoring always counts.
it's a really good cutting mat, by the way.
It's a thick boy.
It's
Or girl. I guess it could be a girl cutting mat. That's no
it's
genitalia.
beefy regardless.
It's genderless. It's a
doesn't-
genderless cutting mat.
It doesn't worry about it. It just wants you to cut it.
Yeah.
Is that weird? Yeah.
I feel weird.
I feel weird about it, but the cutting mat says it's cool. All right, so I will roll for an additional command point.
Okay.
I assume you're probably going to do the same thing.
Always forget the third one. Birthday, extra command point. What's the other one?
If you're not a wizard, you can pretend to be a wizard to cancel a spell.
I'm a wizard man. 4 up for the command point. Off the table. Fuck yeah.
And I did get it. So.
Oh!
And you just got another one. So I've got
right.
my 2 plus my fake 1.
I got my 3 plus my fake 1.
3 plus your fake 1, yeah. My real fake command points. Realfakecommandpoints.com. Check it out.
Check it out.
Cool. And for rally, what's the range on? Oh, no, I can't because they're in combat. So I can't rally them.
Gotta be out of combat.
Yeah, sucks. Game sucks.
Worst game.
The worst game ever. I can give them blades again. Maybe I give these guys blades this time.
Blades.
Blades of steel. All right, so I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to put blades on these guys.
Aight.
So that's a casting value of 5 up. Got it. 8.
I'll try to unbind it.
Probably a good idea.
Hey.
Also 8, so no.
So no.
So they've got blades, so they have +1 to wound. Then I am going to.
You rolled an 8? 6 and a 2.
Yeah, so
Okay.
6 and a 2.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 and 8. I'm going to pray to teleport.
Blessed Sigmar.
Yeah, exactly.
Heal these ragged bones.
Yeah, got it.
Cool.
9 inches away from you. Living dangerously here. So just right here. Getting me into range where I can actually do things the next turn.
I'm not going to PAX Unplugged. I would love to go at some point, though. That'd be a lot of fun.
2023, maybe more convention presence.
Yeah, it's just like basically going to a convention is like a vacation in terms of like work.
Yeah.
And I'd rather spend a vacation eating pizza in Naples, Italy, if I'm being totally honest. Although Adepticon is sacred. I always go to that one.
Yeah, Adepticon is, you'll always find Scott at Adepticon.
Always. At least for now.
For now.
For now.
Miniac Con 2025.
No.
You don't want to put on a convention, Scott? It's easy.
It's a whole new bag of worms.
It's easy. Yeah, okay. So that's my hero phase. I don't think there's anything else I can do in the hero phase. Shooting phase, I don't shoot.
As far as you know.
That's true.
In terms of like doing things in the hero phase.
As far as
Probably like 8 things we're not doing.
Yeah. Movement phase, she teleported, so she can't move.
Okay.
Them's the breaks. These guys are going to move. Oh, you know what? They were in range for a rally. I am missing a model on that. I'm going to use a command point to rally on them. These guys, yeah, the
are missing a
Sigmars.
model?
Yeah, it's over there. You killed him, remember?
Yes.
I didn't get it, so it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Again, the house blocks my vision. So I'm just
Stop having an anniversary. Yes.
gonna move up to
Yay?
yeah, about yay. The point is to be a 3-inch charge
Sure.
or whatever.
Got you.
And then yeah, charge phase, and they're gonna charge in. Looking for a 3. Anything's possible. All right.
They are in. When do I declare all-out defense?
When the combat phase begins, right?
Okay, so I want to make sure I don't miss it. Apparently, we're being sticklers for rules.
All right, I'm never going to hear the end of this because we both thought that as wolves were going to come back when they blew up, and then they don't come back, and now I feel bad
Well,
about
they come
it.
back.
They don't come back in the way that we thought. They just
don't feel bad
disappeared.
about, don't feel bad about that. I give you permission to not feel bad about
He's
that.
going to laze me about this forever.
I'm
going to be hearing about this. It's going to be 40 years from now, and he's going to be like, you were a stickler for the rules that one time.
I will not.
No, I'm just fucking around.
We're good.
So they're in,
Hey, Evan, we missed a crucial element of all miniature war games.
shaking hands at
Good
the
luck, have
beginning.
fun, bro.
Likewise.
Yeah. All right. Who's swinging first?
That's a great question, and I'm glad you asked. But at the end of the charge phase, I have to do my Anvils of Heldenhammer thing and roll higher than a 10 in the box. That was the key that I forgot last time, is I have to roll it higher than no. Same roll as on my charge, a 4 and a 1. So no, I don't get to negate the first 2 wounds that you do.
Evan, do your sub faction.
Yeah, see, I'm way ahead of you. I didn't look at chat. I know how to play this game. Ugh.
We remember like 60% of the rules.
I remember that one rule because Vince kept saying it's really bad. And Vince was right because all of his units have bravery like 10. So yeah, you got to roll box cars, and when you do, you have to roll it in the box, which is really hard for me apparently. So I am going to. You're going to try and kill the Annihilators, I think, because they have 4 wounds left. So I need to get damage out of them right now.
Let's do some math. Okay, they have 4 wounds left. That means it should be probably 40 more successful attacks, and then they'll die.
Yeah, I think that's the play. The Annihilators are going to attack. They've got 7 dice. They could pile in. It doesn't really do anything for them to skirt around a base, so whatever.
Okay.
7 dice, hitting on trays.
If I were a stickler for rules, Carl would leave me. Yeah. I feel it.
I am not going to use one of my glorious command points.
Glorious. Who is swinging?
The Annihilators.
Okay.
7 dice on 3s. Oh, rough.
Yeah, that's a rough roll. Oh, no, it's not. It's average.
It's not that bad.
4 and 7. 3s now instead of 2s?
Yes.
There's no celestial hammer.
It's on my other guys instead. And that is 2 hits.
2 hits.
-1, 2 damage apiece.
All defense, so I negate the -1 for a 3-up Space Marine save, baby. Elbows. 4 Deathless Minion saves. Actually, do I still get that? Let me see if I'm still within 12 inches. Oh, toast.
Should be. Yeah, you placed yourself that way before, so.
Yeah. 4 Deathless Minion saves. All fail. So 4 wounds. So this is the whole attack, right?
From the Annihilators, yeah.
Okay, so 2 wounds here, and then 1 wound on that guy. That's 3 wounds.
Okay,
Oh,
so.
sorry, it was 4 wounds. So 2, and then he has. You're doing wounds taken, so he's taking 2 wounds. Okay.
You don't want to do that. Because if that one dies, you will lose coherency.
They look like they're still within an inch to me.
Yeah, but if he removes this model in the middle. Yeah. Now that we understand how that rule works, Yeah. Removing 1 initially from the middle, not a big deal apparently, but removing 2 from the middle suddenly means that you just remove half the unit. So, okay, cool. That's their attack. They did their thing. It's back to you for your attack.
Indeed, it is.
Oh, and by the way, they are also, I forgot to announce it at the beginning of the combat phase, they are still channeling shields, so they have a 5-up ward save.
Okay. I will pile in this away.
He's being tricky.
Not too tricky, just a little bit. Something like that. Maybe I'll scooch more this way just to kind of maintain that coherency in case that jabroni dies. Okay. 4 Blood Knights. That's 12 attacks, +1 for the Castellan, 13. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, -1 rend, 1 damage for the first swing, and then the horses go. They're all hitting the Sequitur. I'm looking for 3s, taking out 1s and 2s. Okay.
Pretty good.
Pretty good 6s on that. And then that again. So you have 5 saves at -1 rend.
5 saves on 5s.
Blood Knight, baby!
That's 2 saves.
Oh.
How much damage apiece?
Not a charge, 1 damage.
5-up ward saves. Save 1. Take 2 wounds, lose a model. He explodes. It will be...
3 dice.
No, these guys are not the new models. These are old, so I only get 2 dice.
Oh, it's not wounds +1 or whatever?
It's only wounds +1 for the stuff that came out in 3.0.
Okay.
Since these guys are old, I don't get that extra dice.
No.
So it's 2 on 6s, you take mortal wounds. No 6s.
My horses will swing now.
Technically, the horses is before I remove the model. But
Oh, okay. 12 with these, and we're looking at 4s and 4s. Wow, that was a really good roll.
that was a really good roll.
That was a really good roll. All
Chat, that
right.
was a really good roll.
Chat. Can he do it again? Basically.
Pretty good.
5 saves, no rend.
No rent. So 5 on 4s.
1 damage each.
Saved 1 that
And
time.
then can't roll 4s to save his life.
No, I don't believe in 4s.
4s, yeah.
Ward on 5.
You don't have any 4s in those dice.
That's 2 wards, so 1 more model blows up.
Okay. So 2d6 for the blow up.
Yep, 2d6 for the blow up, and it'll be that one.
Okay.
No 6s. Have not done a wound from the blow up yet.
We like that, chat. We don't like guys blowing up. Actually, I guess we kind of do.
I'm what's hip. I'm what's happening. I'm what's blowing up right now.
Can I see the sheet for what I can use command points on again? Just to make sure I'm not missing anything.
You know, if I was a smart man, if I was a smart chair even, I would have printed 2 copies of that because I don't know what my command points do.
Is this a aid that you found on the internet?
Yeah.
Okay.
That came from the site that John linked us.
Okay.
You know, where he got the cool cards for his tactics and all that stuff.
Because mind-blowingly, GW does not make a single point in the rulebook where all the things you can spend command points on just live in one spot.
That is, I'm sorry, GW, this book is way better than the standard book, for
Is
sure.
it? Is that in there?
On the very
but-
back of that book is
Yeah.
a beautiful little reference.
There's like
That
there's
is
there are
exact-
great references in here, and this one does make it easier to read the core rules, but it still has the problem of like the core rules are just like a mess.
Okay, okay.
Like so, it has phases here on the back, which is pretty good.
Okay.
But I have to leaf through this thing. That one sheet is so much more informative than anything in this book.
Okay.
And this is better than the regular rule book, which is like it has a really pretty cover.
Yeah.
That's cool. It tells you why you might want to play this game, and it spends a lot of time talking about painting models. And I approve of that, too. You know a game is good when they talk about, you know, you might really enjoy just buying more stuff. And I have 6,500 points of Stormcast that I've acquired in the last 5 weeks or something like that. When did we decide to do this? 6 weeks?
We're in round 2. We had a month lead up time.
Okay, 8
4
weeks. 8 weeks.
Yeah, it's like 7. It's like 7 weeks, something like that, maybe.
I don't have a problem. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
All right, so that was my attack, and you get to activate your sequitors to pile in and swing.
For the pile in, they're fine where they are. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Nothing matters.
Nothing matters.
So they wound on 2s right now because they've got the spell on them. They do have 2 different attack profiles because I've got one guy with a hammer and one guy with a sword.
Okay.
The guy with the thing from Ghostbusters is using a sword. Totally not the thing from Ghostbusters, sorry.
I can stop whenever I want. I don't have a problem.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem.
I just don't want to.
I haven't spent that much on this game, okay? I got a lot of stuff for free.
Yeah. Because you were like, I'll just play Stormcast because it's cheap.
It is cheap. I have 6,500 points, and I probably spent about as much as most people would spend on like 2,000 points, so.
Here's a question. Would you rather have 2,000 points of dwarfs or 6,500 points of Sigmarines?
If the dwarfs were fucking cool, then
they're not cool?
Dwarfs. Age of Sigmar has a dwarf problem. I don't think any of the dwarves in Age of Sigmar are that cool.
I'm kind of into Fire Slayers.
They're okay, but there's only like 3 Fire Slayer models. It's like, and they're all bare-chested. It's very, very, it's even more same than Stormcast.
I like the old dwarf models a lot, and they have a couple new ones that came out. A couple, like maybe a hero or 2, look really cool. I love a good standard fantasy dwarf.
All right, we're doing the Great Mace first.
Great Mace!
Because it's great. It's hitting on 3s. It's 2 dice. It's 2 hits.
Pow pow!
Wounding on 2s because of the spell. Still rolled a 1, so 1 wound. Rend -1, 2 damage.
All out defense, I'm assuming, is still active in this combat phase? Is it active the entire phase?
Sure.
I have the.
You have the thing in front of you.
That unit must add 1. Oh, that's an all attack. Add 1 to the save rolls that target this unit until the end of the phase.
Oh, I should have used all out attack. It doesn't matter. I rolled 2 4s, so whatever.
Here we go. They save on a 3-up because it's -1/+1 for all defense.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and then the sword.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the Ghostbuster lady.
Ghostbusters.
Nope.
Oof.
Nothing. If I had all out attack, it would have been 1. All right. That's the end of combat phase.
All right. I removed models, so I will heal with hunger. D3. I hit 1 wound back.
And I have a battle shock on them. If I roll a 6, I lose a model.
Okay.
Because they are also a bravery 3, and I lost 2 models.
Elf always be. You know, Ali, you and I. Oh no. You and I are cut from the same cloth, my brother. Because you love elves, you love vampires. We should get together.
Can you remove that one that's closest to you?
This one?
I just want to leave
Get together
Ghostbusters
what
on the
exactly?
table. Oh, I should have rolled 1 additional dice on her attack because she's the prime. Oh well.
Go for it. I don't care. I don't mind at all. 1 hit.
1 wound. -1, but it's 1 damage. So,
Okay.
big whoop.
Does not go through.
Nothing.
Evan, you could just auto pass them with a command point. Did you want to do that instead of losing the dude? Obviously, you didn't know that. And here's the question: would you have used it? Would you have? I mean, you have nothing else to really use it on. So I'm assuming you would have used it. I really don't mind if you want to auto pass that.
If this unit dies, I get another unit though.
When does that happen?
I think it's immediately on their death.
Yeah, you should look that up because
Call for aid. You can use this command ability once per battle when a friendly redeemer with 5 or fewer models is destroyed. So as soon as they die, I can use the command ability once per battle.
So here's the question: knowing that strategy, I guess you wouldn't have used it because you would want them to die.
Yeah, because they're low now, and I'm like, I don't want them. It's fine. If they die, then I'm just going to get basically re-upped, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So I think it's better to only have the 1 model there, because that way, if you Riders of Ruin over them, they're probably just going to evaporate.
Maybe. Unless I roll a 1.
It's possible. It's possible.
Everything's possible.
I think that that's the play, because otherwise, they can't die from Riders of Ruin, and I'm just left with potentially one or two guys standing over there when you come after my leader.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. So, it's my turn. It's the hero phase.
It is.
I don't need to go Super Saiyan with my commander. I will just roll for a bonus command point, and I'm assuming you will as well.
Yeah.
Didn't get it.
In the box. No.
You rolled a 3, and then a 1, and then a 2. I didn't get it either.
I can't roll in the box to save my life, man. It's so bad.
So in the hero phase, you're doing magic. My Blades of Shaiish apply to every unit within 12 inches. There's only that one. But doing mortal wounds is kind of nice, so maybe I will do it. And it could happen twice because of Locusts of Shaiish. I'll give this paper back to you. Thank you for letting me borrow it. So we're in the magic phase. War Machine's a lot of fun, but it's going through some rough stuff at the moment.
Is fleeing the same as being slain? Yeah, does my guy explode when he just panic leaves?
I guess read the rule for the fleeing. Or you can just do it, I don't really care. Or you can 4-up it. I'm good with that too.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty easy to please. Is there art of models for them yet? I haven't seen it. Oh yeah, so Broadsword, you mentioned vampire elves. We gotta keep them separate, bro. We can't put them together, you know? Not all amazing things like pizza and chocolate ice cream belong together.
Chat says they're treated as being slain.
Blow up, bro.
Mike Genie says that I roll 2, and if I roll, hey, finally, 1 mortal wound to your guys.
Okay.
So you gotta save.
Okay. 6 of death minute save. Does not go off. So I believe actually what would have happened is, when does that happen?
As when the model is removed, so when he failed his panic test.
Okay, so
sorry, not panic test. That's a different game.
So I think that a model would be gone, and then hunger would not do anything for them because they can't heal models back, just wounds.
Correct. And you're within 1 inch, so you're fine. You're coherent.
Something like that. Are you done fucking rolling dice? Can I play the goddamn game, Evan?
I'm never done rolling dice.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I will finish my heroic phase now.
Yeah. It's not my fault. Chat's telling me to do things that we forgot.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Finish your heroic phase. Does that mean someone scored recently?
Hey,
Did someone's turn end?
my turn did end.
Yes. So he scores
3. Same as last time, because
You control this one?
you control it until an enemy claims it.
Cool.
So I control this and I control this,
Okay.
and so I score 3.
Okay.
This is the top of round
This is still
3?
This is the
bottom
of round 3.
Yeah,
round 3.
yeah. All right. I didn't cast a spell yet. Oh, I was about to.
You were about to cast Blades of Shaiish, I think.
Yes.
Or attempt to, because I'm definitely going to anti-mage that shit.
Is that worth it? Do I want to give them something else? I'm not gonna do the fireball. I'll do that. We'll do Blades of Shaiish. Going off on a 5-up. Goes up on a 7.
7, and I will attempt to counter. I do not counter.
So I believe what this spell does.
I think it's 1 wound to everything within 12 inches, basically.
Yeah, I think I have to roll.
Oh, you probably have to
honestly.
roll per unit because it's AOS, and they can't just let you have nice things.
I think it's a 3-up. Which I am looking into at the moment. So I don't have that shit in front of me. Like a fool. This is the Lore of Vampires, Blades of Shaiish, on a 3-up that unit suffers 1 mortal wound. All right, after rolling a 7-up or 5-up, and after not getting dispelled, I have to roll. Hey!
Hey, you got it. So my guy comes off the board. I have to check and see his blow up if he has to be within 1 inch or if it's 3 inches.
Okay.
Army rules, spell lords, artifacts of power.
Don't get mad, Papa? Oh, I'm not mad. I'm good.
Scott's not mad.
I'm glad.
Can you hand me my prime that I put the dice on? Because I'm a big dummy. Yeah.
You can change it. I don't
No,
really
I'm not
care.
changing it.
Okay.
I put the dice on it.
I know. You really don't have to stress that much. You want the other guy?
No.
Okay. This guy's crazy.
It's my job to keep track of my shit, man.
Yeah, but like, also, we can have fun.
For me, learning is fun. And the best way to learn is to fucking smack myself.
All right.
So,
Noted.
Blaze of Glory, When a model is slain within 1 inch of an enemy unit, I don't think he was within 1 inch based off of his placement.
Hard to tell.
Well, because like my bases are, I think, bigger than an inch.
Oh, they are. Wow.
Yeah, my guys have 40 millimeter bases.
They're big boys.
And he was hanging off the side, so he blows up and doesn't hurt anything in the process.
Okay. All right. I cast my spell. It went off.
Yep.
Movement phase. I'm going to shuffle around the Sequitur and not hit him. So I'm going to use Riders of Ruin. Got 10-inch move. It's a lot of move. I'm going to end up 3 inches away from your. Oh God.
It's like the third time you've done that. Yeah, you need to be like an inch further away, but whatever.
Something like that.
Sure.
And then just like there's a lot of movement to go around here. I will roll a D6 for him on a 2-up. The Annihilator.
Oh, you went over him? Okay.
Yeah, one guy
Sure.
did. 2-up. Nope.
He's just gonna chill.
Yep. It feels like I'm moving so quickly, but we don't have. The Battle Shock phase. Do I only do that in my Battle Shock phase or every Battle Shock phase? Do I roll for someone to come back? Chat, why aren't you like making me remember my rules, bro? I think it's only mine. During the Battle Shock phase, end of Battle Shock phase. Yeah, it's at the end of the Battle Shock phase. So I will. You mind if I do this? The D6 for the 5-up. Wolves. Don't come back. All right.
They're telling you to move a Vampire Lord onto the objective.
Yeah. I'm gonna run my vampire. He runs 5 inches, so 11 inches total. And he is going to run right about there. Okay. I will charge your command. Actually, I have to say, a weird quirk that used to be in AOS is you don't have to declare who you're charging. You just say, I am charging with my Blood Knights.
I believe that's still true.
Yeah, that's weird.
Which is, bizarre to me.
Yeah, it does not say each turn. It just says at the end of the Battle Shock phase. All right, I'm gonna charge with my Blood Knights.
Oh, that was close. That's what you need.
It is what I need. I think with the banner, I can maybe re-roll it. I did want to get more distance. Let me check real quick what the banner dude does. I should have my full command left.
You can also use command point to re-roll it.
Oh.
I don't know if banners are universal, but my banners allow me to reroll charges. So I imagine yours probably do the same.
I'm just like terrified if I do it, I'm just gonna fail it, and then that would be very.
The 1 in 36. I don't make my charge, and my guys just stand there like rubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that would feel bad, and I don't like feeling bad. Marshall, standard at 1 every 5. You can re-roll. Oh, I can re-roll rolls of 1 for deathless minions because of my standard bearer. Okay. I don't really remember rolling many ones. So I'll do my charge.
Not gonna re-roll?
No.
Play dangerously?
No, because I can pile in still.
Yeah.
That was the charging phase, and now we're in the combat phase.
No, at the end of the charging phase,
Okay.
I roll 2d6. Let's see those boxcars. No.
Okay.
I will all out defense.
Okay. I don't think my commander issued a command to them, and earlier we said that the unit's commander could issue a command to itself.
Yeah, units can order themselves.
Okay.
But I think that you can only use each order once per turn.
Per unit or something like that.
And then each unit can only receive 1 order or something. I don't know.
So they haven't gotten all-out attack yet, just all-out def. So I'll give them all-out attack. Evan's not done a single model. On all of his units he is, which is funny. This guy should be dead, but I can't roll 2s. Okay, so that was a charge.
Rather, I can't roll 1s. I rolled a lot of dice on those guys and rolled a lot of 2-up saves.
What can you do?
They're bricks.
They bricks.
They fly like bricks.
House.
They hit like bricks. They die like bricks.
All right, we have 13 attacks. Sorry, no, 9 attacks. That might have done that wrong.
You got 3. Your standard bearer is your
6,
prime guy,
9,
right?
10. Nope. That's my Castellan.
This is your Castellan. Okay.
Yeah. All right, we're looking for 2s. Take out the 1s. This is their normal attack.
Yep.
And now we're looking for 3s. And you have 5 saves to make at -1 rend, 2
But then
damage.
+1 from all-out defense. You said 5? Mm-hmm. So, looking for 3s. That's 2 wounds.
So that's 4 damage. Ooh. And the horses swing on you. 3, 6, 9. They are hitting on 3s, winning on 4s because of all-out attack. Take out the 2s and 1s. Looking for 4s. I got 2 more saves for you, sir.
2 more saves. Saving on 2s.
Commander
more.
is dead or no?
How much damage?
Just 1, so it's 5 damage total.
6 wounds.
Fucking. Of course, Stormcast heroes have more than 1 wound than every single fucking hero in the game.
This
rage.
is a 145 point guy.
Okay, that's pretty substantial.
So,
Oh, it's the big banner guy?
yeah, this is proxied for the guy that's got the skeleton on a stick.
Yeah, the
He
starter
went
set.
to the state fair and he was like, "Can I get a skeleton on a stick?" Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I own that model, and I'm going to use some bits for other places, but I really dig Lantern Lady, so.
Oh, okay. So at the end of the phase, I scored 3 VPs. I take this one from you. I have this one and still have that one.
Yep.
At the end of the Battle Shock phase, which none of us had a roll on. Oh, you get to hit me. I'm sorry. Hit me.
Yeah, I get to hit you.
Hit me, hit me, hit me.
Come on, Scott.
Horse is coming in clutch. Actually not, because he's still fucking, he or she is still fucking alive. Come on,
True.
horses. What the fuck?
Still alive.
Riders, you're cool, okay?
4 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. Do I want to move on my pile-in?
You certainly could. Mostly mortal wounds on Annihilators, just the knights doing work on the Sequitors. Actually, I think... How many mortal wounds? I missed both of my Riders of Ruin rolls on the Annihilators, got 1 both times.
Yep.
And I did 1 mortal wound from Blades of Shaiish, and everything else has been attacks.
Yep. Yeah, the Annihilators are doing the Annihilator thing where they just kind of stand around and continue to exist. I am not.
Okay, got you, Mike.
I am not going to move her.
Okay.
She's fine right where she is. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. That's all hits.
She's angry, bro. She's angry.
Wounding on 3s. Oh, I could have all attacked. I still had my command point. Oh well. So that's 3 coming through. These are rend 1, 2 damage apiece.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right.
Relic hammer. That's what's up.
I need something. Rend 1.
Rend 1. So
right.
4s, right?
Looking at 4s, save 2, 2 damage apiece. They're right next to that thing. So 6 up, Deathless Minion saves, rerolling 1s because it's standard bearer. Whoo!
Hey, you did it!
Save 1, take 1, so 1's got 1 wound. Or 2 wounds remaining, excuse me. End of the combat phase, I will just heal it back because of hunger. Oh no, I didn't remove a model, so no, I don't get that. It was when you remove a model.
Lord saying that you could not all-out attack because you already did the.
Oh, yeah, because I did all out
this
defense.
phase.
Correct. Well, it's good. I didn't do it, so I didn't cheat. So.
Oh, you can't use both. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't better than both. Yes, they are pearlescent. Yeah, pearly white with red pips.
Yeah, they show up real well on camera.
They do.
And then you score 3.
I scored 3, and
Or
then
you scored 3. I don't know if it was
Already
already
gave
done.
him.
he gave it to me. And then at the end of the Battle Shock phase, I will roll a d6 to see if a unit comes back. They do not.
It's time to roll for priority, isn't it?
Indeed.
That's real scary.
It's not that scary.
I have to win this roll. Oh, thank God.
You did.
Okay. I have to go right now. And I have to leave. See ya. Yeah, so I will go. It is my hero phase. I have 5 wounds on her. I had a dice there, but I probably grabbed it. So 5 wounds. I think the thing is to cast a spell
Not like
first. Where are my spells again?
This is a much shorter game, only 2 hours. We are not done.
It ain't over yet. Oh, I can rally.
So I don't think you can rally when you are in combat.
No, I think that I can rally because the units that would be rallying aren't in combat.
Oh, these ones can.
Yeah. Oh, rally wouldn't. Rally is only models coming back.
Well, the hero, you have a heroic action that allows you to heal
Oh,
your commander.
yeah. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Even though I would like to. I think I just turned past the page I want.
Now for Wrath, now for Ruin, and the Red Dawn. Blood Knights, killing everybody. Not exactly. Okay, I guess they kind of are. They're the only ones that killed these in my army so far. So I guess so.
I annihilated the wolves, which made them not do much.
It's okay, they'll come back eventually. I'll roll a 5 eventually.
The unit that receives the command must be more than 3 inches from all enemy units. Yep, okay, cool. And I can only use it on 1 unit, right? I can't rally both my guys with my 2 points that I have at the beginning.
I don't think you can use the same command.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like I can't just be like, everybody rally. So I will rally the unit that's missing more models, I think.
Okay.
Right? That makes more sense. Give me
More
myself
chances.
4 dice rather than 2 dice, even though the Annihilators are better. They also have a 4-inch move, so they're not going much of anywhere right now. So, Sequitur's rolling 4 dice. I got 1 back.
Hey! Kira Creation, thank you for the raid. We appreciate it.
Should be one of the hammer guys. Amazing. I did it. All right.
While Evan is thinking, might be a good time to remind you guys that we appreciate your Amazon Prime subs or Twitch Prime subs. It's a really easy thing you can do. If you have Amazon Prime, you can attach it to your Twitch account and sub to 1 free channel a month. You have to re-up it. It's not automatic, unfortunately. We appreciate your Amazon Twitch Prime subs, okay? I want your money. Bezos wants it too, but fuck that guy, okay? Send him to the moon.
Give us that hot Bezos money.
Give me that hot Bezos money.
Free money to pay our bills.
Also, if you guys didn't know, we recently became a partnered channel on Twitch. And as far as I'm aware,
It doesn't make any difference.
it doesn't make any difference.
We have a meeting about it.
Yeah, we have a meeting about it the 18th of November. So we'll figure out how it's different. It's like you now have 90 emoji slots.
Yeah, that's the big difference. Is we now need a lot more emojis, I guess.
Hey, Lord, don't backseat game. Let him make his own choices, his own mistakes. If we get rules wrong, let us know.
Yeah, I only care about rules.
yeah.
If you give me any tactical advice or feedback, well, that's nice. I'm just going to choose to ignore you and yell, I attack! I'm trying to find my fucking list of
Post game,
spells.
if you
Oh, yeah, feel free to message
Yeah.
me afterwards. I just mean, like, for this, I'm just going to ignore what you said to do unless it's like, you forgot to do this roll.
Yeah.
Then, fine.
But post game, if you want to give us feedback about how we're playing, our strategies, absolutely do that. But during the game, let us make our own mistakes.
All right, so I'm going to roll for an additional command point, because that's all I can do while I'm locked in here.
Okay.
Nope.
I guess I'll do the same. Outside the box.
I'll count. Dude.
Holy fuck! Hey.
All right, what happened?
3 command points for me only. Thank you.
Yeah, you have 3 and I have 2. I have 2. Let's put the dice on 2.
I recommend whatever strategy has the least dice rolls, just for mental health. This looks exhausting. No worries, Lord. Don't worry about it, man.
No, I'm not. It's not
You're
an
good.
attack on anybody. I'm
you're
not
good, you're
mad.
good.
I'm just not looking at chat when I'm deciding what to do, basically. And if you guys notice that I made a error and did something I can't do,
Yeah.
then Curtis will read your message and yell at me.
You need a bigger box. You need a deeper box.
Yeah, that box is really bouncy. It's like rubber on the bottom.
Yeah, it's a little.
I mean, it's leather, but
It's
it just
not-
definitely like the dice just are like
Never once had my
jumping
dice
beans in
bounce
there.
out of that box before.
I am
They're
going to
actually,
cast-
Bullshit.
hedging right now.
Bullshit, dude. It absolutely has.
I am going to cast Arcane Bolt on these guys.
Zap.
I'm going to zap them. It's a 5-up. It's 6. You want to try and cancel it? There's no reason not to.
I shall. It goes off.
Sweet. So it does 1d3 damage. Right? I don't have to do anything extra.
It seemed when there's something about charging with it, but I believe because you're already next to them, like you're fine.
Arcane Bolt.
It's right here.
Cast the thing. That unit suffers 1 mortal wound. If that unit is within 3 inches of the caster, it suffers d3 mortal wounds instead of 1.
Okay.
So since I'm in melee combat with you, my Arcane Bolt is more powerful.
Power.
It doesn't matter. It's still 1 mortal wound. You get your Deathless Minion save.
Oh, I do. Rerolling ones. Nope. We're doing wounds remaining. 1 wound.
Cool. And then I'm going to pray to get away. That's how it works.
Okay.
I'm translocating myself to somewhere else, literally anywhere but here. All these Death Knights, it's a big sausage party. I don't like it.
Hey, 2 of the remaining Blood Knights are female.
What about the horses?
I don't know. Ambiguous.
I just want to make sure what the roll is. I think it's a 3-up. And I have +1 on this, and I have rerolls, so...
Maybe if you didn't roll like a Cro-Magnon, the dice would stay in. Is that what you're whispering over there, bro?
That's a single one. I have rerolls because
That
I
mean
am
Mike
a
have this. Come
master
on.
of prayer, or whatever it's called. Oh, man, I have +1 on this because Lord Relictor gets +1. What am I looking for? Do I get away or not? Call for aid, Blazing Impact. I'm not sure if it's a 3 or a 4.
Make Evan a lady killer? Not yet, because the only females that were there are still there.
That's true.
Unless the horses are females. Then in that case, he is.
Why did this printout cut off
Rip.
on every page?
Chat, does the Lord Relictor get his TP off if he rolls a 2?
Yeah, I have to look at translocation. Hang on.
And you get a reroll.
Value of 3, and I have +1 on it. So it's 2 + 1.
So you need a 2-up with rerolls.
Yeah, and I got it.
Shockingly.
Yeah, you say that.
How could you not get that?
If I didn't have the +1,
Okay.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I have to be 9
I'm
inches.
leaving
9 inches away.
on a Sigmar cloud.
Chat is clarifying the arcane bolt for you guys right now. Perhaps taking a moment to read that.
Ah, okay, yeah. Well, I thought I read it.
What?
So let's look at Arcane Bolt. Casting value of 5, range of 12. If cast at the start of any one phase before your next hero phase,
Oh, okay. So I don't do the wounds to you now.
you gotta stay there.
I have to stay within range.
Yeah.
You can have your wound back.
Okay.
Never happened.
I don't know when I'll be back again. We'll see you right now. Where's he gonna go, dude?
I think I have to just land on this other objective and claim points.
Claim points!
Right. Like over here. I want to be close enough to it to get it, but also I want to be more than 12 inches away from you. You can't blast me with this spell.
Blasting!
Over 12 inches away, and I'm definitely within 6 inches of this. And 5 wounds follows her. She's not doing great. Cool. I leave. It's awesome. I can't move with her because she teleported.
Okay.
Rip. These guys, though, I mean, they're just gonna... Yeah, they're just gonna move in.
At the start of any one phase before your next hero phase, pick one enemy unit within range and visible to the caster. So Lord, he doesn't do damage.
I do not.
Oh, Andrew got you. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, and I placed myself out of range because it's a 12... Or is it an 18-inch range? If it's an 18-inch range, I probably don't want to be where I just placed myself.
For what?
Because you have Arcane Bolt
It's
as
12.
well.
It's 12. It's 12.
It's 12? It's not more if it's a Lord?
I mean, if it is, I don't fucking know.
Okay, yeah, it'll say in the spell. Some spells there say 12 inches unless
Oh, I
it's a
could
Lord
look.
or-
Yeah, I could look at that. I think I could look at that.
Dan says no. I think we don't have to worry about that on that one.
Cool.
So, movement. My sequitors will move.
They're gonna just sequitur up.
Yeah, they're just gonna come at you. They can move the length of the way. Annihilator might as well tremble over.
Tremble in fear.
Yeah, I think one of you has to fix something with your microphone. I think it might be.
Uh-oh, my mic might have fallen.
My mic is falling and I can't get up. Maybe mute it while you're doing this for the Switch.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, how we doing, chat? If Scott kills them all, do they become non sequiturs? Nice. But you wouldn't want that afterthought because you hate me. I don't know why you hate me, but you do. I'll look at you with a little tension right there.
Yeah, I don't want to stress your stuff out with
That
board tub.
wasn't me. It's getting hot in here.
It's really warm in here.
I mean, it's on like 67.
Cranking.
It's on 67.
Well, it's blowing. I don't know if it's blowing cold.
Why would it not be? It's on cool, I swear to God.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, but the system might not have any coolant juice in it.
Is that a thing?
I mean, they could have just turned off the AC for the building because it's, you know, November.
But it's like 60 outside.
I know, it is ridiculous.
Close game, heating up the room.
That's true. How far is that Annihilator? He's about 6 inches. 5.5, something like that. I'll measure it if the roll is low. Okay, so that's my movement phase. At the end of my movement phase, nothing happens. Charge phase? Well, there's a shooting phase somewhere in there, but whatever. No one cares about shooting
You're not gonna
phase.
shoot me with your Ghostbuster lantern?
I wish I could. That would be sick. Yeah, exactly. You unleash an evil spirit that like flies out and terrorizes people.
But like, there's a chance you don't get it back, so it's just kind of like haunting the board.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. It's like an endless spell kind of thing where it's like it's just out of control.
Yeah, that sounds like such an Sigmar thing to do. Like, absolutely.
Get on it.
Yeah.
Update this 5-year-old unit or whatever. Okay, charging.
Charging.
I'm gonna charge with the Annihilators first. Let's get this errant dice out of here. Yeah, I'll take that. 10 inches.
Very in.
Means I'm gonna roll 10 dice on my thing, but I have to roll 6s to
That
do
was for the Annihilator on Sequitur?
That was the Annihilator.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing the Annihilator first because of his big poppy, big poopy thing.
I don't know what that is.
Your lance is in my way. That's fine. He can just...
I'm not sorry.
Oh, you know what? Actually, if I go over here, you can't pile in this guy, right? It had 3 inch.
The unit is in combat, and so they can pile in.
Well, no. I mean, like, but you wouldn't be able to get them in range.
It depends. If they're within 4 inches, then they can attack because it's 3 inch pile.
3
1
inch plus an
melee
inch.
range.
Yeah, I think you're probably going to be able to get there, but maybe not.
It depends where these guys go as well. Like maybe there'll be an opportunity for me to attack them instead.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I. No, I definitely. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm
know what
smart.
I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing. Okay, so I rolled a 10 on that charge, which means I roll 10 dice.
Nice.
And on 6s, you take mortal wounds because I'm missing 2 models. So normally it's a 4+, but then -1 for each missing model from, or each model below 3 in the unit.
Okay.
So. There are some 6s there,
Okay.
but only 1.
All right. So there is a 6 there.
A6.
You're scaring me, bro. Okay, I got 1 deathless minion saved, rerolling 1s because of the standard bearer. Nope. So 1 guy takes a mortal wound. 1 wound remains.
See, if I could have arcane bolt, like the way that chat told me that I couldn't, thankfully, that guy would be dead. That would be sick.
Sick.
But he's not. Then charging with these guys.
A wound's a wound.
Wound is a wound.
Whoa,
A wound-
chair reveal.
A wound is a wound is a wound, Scott.
Indeed.
Is a wound, Scott.
I believe it. But it didn't happen. What about Bino?
Looking for a 3. Got it. I was really worried when I saw that too.
Aternix has a very important question. Evan, would you say you're more of a recliner, an Adirondack, or a folding chair?
You can see right there that the current chair has posted a picture of my true form.
My true form.
which is a Office Master MX 7873, I believe.
Do you turn into a different form, like the full moon or after dark?
No, I'm just a transformer. I make the noise, and I turn into a like a $850
Can we
officer.
get a live representation of that right now?
No, I can't do it while observed. You have to leave the room.
Everyone, close their eyes.
No.
Chat, we trust you that your eyes are closed. Okay. Producer, please.
Everyone, close your eyes. Okay, I'm doing it.
Oh, look,
Amazing!
there he is. Wow, there he is.
I can't believe it. All right, everyone, close your eyes again.
All right, close them. Close them.
Good job. Wow!
Holy
it's
shit.
the greatest magic trick of all time. All right, so
Heard
I
very
rolled
few
a.
transformer noises actually.
Yeah, suspiciously.
I was talking at the same time, so you couldn't hear him. The mic didn't pick it up.
I can't see anything now, promise. I closed my eyes. We saw the VOD. Okay, we're gonna have to.
Shit.
We're gonna have to black that section now.
Yeah, VOD's getting taken down right after the stream.
Yeah.
Not because of offensive content, not because of like technical difficulties or anything like that. No, can't see how the magic is made.
Because of chair magic.
The chair magic. Is that a type of magic? Whatever.
Absolutely.
End of the charge phase. I need to roll that. That boxcars are 11.
You roll it twice for each unit that charged or no?
No, this is the Anvils of the Helden Hammer thing.
Okay.
Because you are within 1 inch of one of my units. Didn't do anything. The one time I rolled it wasn't in the box. All right, combat phase. Sweet. Who do I swing with first?
All defense.
I mean, yeah, obviously. That's of course.
Of course.
Of course. I am going to swing with the Annihilator.
Annihilator.
3 dice. Yeah, 3 dice hitting on 3s. Oh, you know what? Oh. Wards. At the beginning of combat phase, I have to tell you that.
You are shielding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I want all-out attack on this guy and hit on 2s?
Big fat twos.
No, I don't. I don't want to do it. Hitting on 3s. I would have felt bad if I had done it and rolled that roll. Wounding on 3s.
1 failure.
2 at -1, but
Okay.
+1 because you all out defensed.
Looking for 3 ups. Got both.
Got him.
Okay, I don't want to kill the Sequitors. I really don't want them to respawn. That'd be very annoying. But attacking the guy who already swung feels bad. And so my first inclination is to like maybe divide the attacks up a little bit. But then I just feel like I'm not gonna like do anything anywhere. But maybe I'll do that. Let's try.
I definitely feel like you kill the Annihilator because he doesn't come back. You can do it, Scott.
All right.
I save on 2s because I will all-out defense. That's why I didn't all-out attack. But he doesn't come back. He just blows up for 4 dice that I keep not rolling 6s.
Let me remind you. 37 dice. 2 1s. You think 9 dice right now that haven't hit or wounded yet are going to do anything?
Statistics are going to come back around in your favor, Scott.
All right. The chair has spoken.
Scott never wins.
That's
Scott
not true.
never wins.
I've won every single game I played on stream since Curtis left.
Prove it.
Watch the VODs. All right, we're going to swing over here. I've been doing the viewers and their big donos proud. Oh, sorry. I have to shimmy more instead of diagonally, more like this. Is that? Are we doing it?
You're fine.
Okay. I need like a little.
That's definitely an inch. Before it was like, not.
I need like a little gauge.
I bet they make them. I'm sure they make them.
I mean, we have 1 inch gauge. Is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 attacks, 3 apiece, +1 for the Castellan. I'm going to do nothing because I can't.
Were we
All
swinging
attack.
on just the Annihilator?
Just the Annihilator because you told
I
me
am
to.
all out defensing.
All right, I'm looking for 3s and then 3s for the Riders. Reroll that one. All but 1. Very nice roll. Very nice. And then 3s again. Wowie. I'm rolling like a god. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 saves
On 2s.
on 2s.
Let's do this thing, Annihilator. Come on. Come on, baby.
I'm not gonna watch.
He died. How many wounds is it per lance? It's 2, right?
My boy. God damn it, my boy finally killed General.
No, it's not 2 per lance.
It's not? It's just 1?
If I charge, it's 2, but it's just 1.
He didn't die. He's got 1 wound left.
Fuck!
I thought it was 2 per.
Chat, horses! Alright.
Horses don't have reps.
Horses, hitting on 4s, wounded on 4s.
You got bait and switched on that one. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
We're just hitting like a
God
truck.
damn! Horses are angry. They're like, this guy should be fucking dead, bro. Alright, 2 more saves.
2 more saving on 2s.
Ah!
Hey, now he's dead. All right. We
And
did
there's
it.
much rejoicing! Okay.
And as he dies, he blows up 4 dice.
Okay, before that happens, I'm gonna benefit from a rule, because I killed the unit. Actually, let me just read when that actually happens.
Mine is when the model is removed.
That sounds pretty fast. Yeah, just do your thing.
Wolves are on a 4+ this turn, says Hope of Detroit.
Hey, that's true, because unit was removed, that's true.
Yep, so. Blowing up, 6s make you hurt. No 6s.
Okay. So, not in combat phase yet.
No, because I still have my sequiturs.
Very nice. Let me just see where this rule is that I just can't seem to find. Here it is, Castelli Allegiance, Might of the Crimson Keep. This is an enemy with the characteristic of 3 or higher in their wounds, not a hero, not a monster. I've stolen vitality now, so I have 1 extra wound per Blood Knight. So it's a 2 now. 2 remaining.
Don't like that.
I'm fucking sucking his blood.
I really don't like that.
Okay.
All right, so my guys will pile in.
Pile in.
We'll just stack on top of each other because that's totally legal.
Stacks on stacks.
First, I'm going to do my Meteoric Grand Hammer.
Gran.
2 dice hitting on 3s.
1.
1 dice wounding on a 3. No, nothing on Grand Hammers. Sword. I'm going to do what I was supposed to do last time. Also, I need to decrement that because I used the thing.
What were you trying to do last time?
I forgot to do the 1 dice for the head guy.
Oh, because he's the unit champion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so 3 dice hitting on 3s.
Oh, angry.
Wounding on 3s. Yep.
Very angry.
-1, but you still have all out defense.
Still have all defense. So
So still looking for 3s.
looking for 3s. Got 1. Failed 2. 2 wounds apiece.
1 wound apiece. The sword is not that crazy, so.
6s. Re-rolling 1s. Not a 1.
Oh, I got rid of the guy that got a wound back.
Ooh. Okay. Man, I've been so close to benefiting from hunger both times, but in both situations, something or other killed the last guy remaining that had wounds on him. So I didn't get to benefit from hunger in this phase or the last one. That's rough.
Just saying I couldn't have all out defensed on my Annihilators. Couldn't I have issued that order to the Annihilators from my Sequiturs?
I'm gonna guess maybe the unit champion can only do it to his unit, but I don't know. It didn't actually matter because he died anyways.
He did.
And you had the command points to spend, so it doesn't matter. But good to know, though. Let us know. Only the unit champion of that unit. Okay, cool.
All right.
Very cool. All right.
That's into combat phase.
Okay.
Battle shock phase. You auto pass.
There's no way I can fail. Yeah.
You can't fail that. But you bring back wolves on a 4-up.
I do. Let's see if the Wolvesies come back.
I would have if that was in the box. Oh, fuck.
Hey.
Finally back!
So 5 wolves.
Well, let's just go read it because I didn't know.
The return of the goodest boys.
The goodest boys. If you do so, a new replacement unit with half the number of miles in the unit that was destroyed, rounding up, is added to your army. Set up the unit with wholly within 12 inches of gravesite and more than 9 inches from all enemy units.
I'm boned.
Maybe. Wholly within 12.
This is a gravesite.
It is. So I just need to be outside of this.
That was the end of my turn once he's finished setting this up. And I control 1.
Scott, for future reference, the stolen vitality lasts the whole battle, but you
Yes.
can only benefit from it once.
Yes, I know. Thank you though, appreciate it. Yeah, can't keep stacking it. Also, a thing I learned for any Castellite Dynasty dudes
Maybe I
out
don't.
there, if you have a Rousing Commander, you cannot use it if
No, you control this at the end of that. Or actually, when do you claim control?
at the end of the battle. Oh, I don't know. That'd be great to look up. But if you gain a what's the word? I want to make sure I use the right word. If you gain a Might of the Crimson Keep buff, any single one, you cannot use Rousing Commander because if they are benefiting from any one, they can't gain any of them, which is kind of brutal. Let me just make sure, because maybe there is a third one that Rousing Commander doesn't give you.
Objectives.
If they have not gained one, no, okay, so it's only if they've gained Stolen Vitality or the other, both the two that the one awards. Okay, so it's not the moving fast one. That's good to know.
Nope, you control that. It just says at the end of each turn you check. And they
Ouch.
came back in the battle shock phase, so I don't get that point.
No points for Evan this turn. He is still at 7. Wolves are the best part of Soul Blight. Really? Is that true? I think the minimum 10 unit size is a little annoying. They used to be 5, now they're 2. Okay. It is my turn. Bottom of turn 4, right?
Yes. Bottom of round 4.
Round 4. My apologies. Okay.
So no scoring for Evan that turn?
Nope, no scoring for me.
Nope.
Because this one, it's 2 and 2, so I don't control it. And I don't control this one because the wolves came back and they're within 6 inches. And I believe that there are enough of them within 6 inches that my commander doesn't score it. So,
Okay. So, start a hero phase. I get to finally do something called Deathly Invocation. A summonable unit that's within 12 inches of a gravesite marker. I can, with my vampire, pick up to 3 of those units to benefit from this.
oh, this thing.
And they all heal D3 wounds.
Well, actually,
If no wounds are allocated to it, you can return a number of models to that unit with a combined characteristic with D3 or less. So I can only get 1 wolf back from this, even if I roll a 3. So I'm doing, what's it called? Deathly Invocation. So 1 wolf comes back with 1 wound.
he cannot be there because now you're at 6 models, so you have the 2 rule.
So
Wait a minute.
how does this?
John is saying you can't do it regardless because it's a new unit that has a max size of 5.
Okay,
Oh, really?
let me see that. Let me see.
Because it's a new, oh, okay, with half the wound characteristic.
If you do so, a new replacement unit with half the number of models and the unit was destroyed. Rounding up is added to your army. Okay, John is correct. I don't get to heal back any with Deathly Invocation.
Thanks, John.
Appreciate it, John. Okay, so that was a portion of my hero phase. I will go ahead.
I'm going to heroic recovery.
Yeah, I was thinking what I will do. I will have my commander have his best day.
Ah, yes. It's his birthday.
What is it called? Their finest hour. Add 1 to the room rolls and 1 to the save rolls. Okay, cool.
What's
All
my
right.
hero's bravery?
Heroic
character?
recovery, you roll 2d6. If it's less than or equal to your bravery, you heal D3 wounds allocated to the hero. I think this is actually wrong. I think you still heal. You just heal 1 if you got higher than it. I think they changed that.
Yes.
Maybe they can.
If the roll is equal to that bravery characteristic, you can heal 1 wound. So if you roll below, you get the D3. If you roll equal to it, you get 1. If you roll higher, get fucked.
What do you have? A 9?
9, yeah.
9. Okay.
So, cool. And then D3.
Ouch.
Hey, I have
Anything.
twice the amount of health I had before, Scott.
Anything helps.
Literally doubled my health.
That's true. That's the way to look at it. Okay, we're still in. So that was the heroic phase. I will roll for an extra command point. No, I did Finest Hour.
You define a sour,
Don't gotta roll for that.
cast
fog.
a spell.
Yeah, I was gonna cast Invigorating Aura, but I won't do that. Because again, I can't make any more of those dudes. I have basically the exact same spell as Invocation of Death, but it's just a different name. So I can
Invocation of Death.
heal more. What should I do? So with oh, you know what? I'll give Mystic Shield to my Blood Knights. Don't want to lose any more of those guys. So casting that goes off on a 9.
What's the range on that?
Mystic Shield has a range of 12.
Wholly within 12?
Range of 12. Within range and visible to the caster. Am I not visible? Can I see?
I would say you're visible. You have a line to them, for
It
sure.
does not say wholly. It just says within 12 inches.
Then it probably works.
No. I'm sorry. If cast, pick one friendly unit wholly within. So no, I don't get it.
Yep.
Okay, I rolled the dice.
You can do it on them, for
I'll
sure.
do it on them, yeah. You do it on the wolvies. My bad. Within is now wholly with? Okay. I think it says wholly within anyways, so.
Yeah, it's
do you want
just
to dispel
somewhere
that?
else in there.
Got a 9.
Yeah, I'll try and interfere with that. There's no reason not to. I don't. Spells have been going off this game.
Yes. Well,
A lot of spells have been going off this game.
my first 2 turns, I didn't get any spells off,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Move phase.
How long does my arcane bolt last?
It's still going right now.
Like, does it end at the end of the turn, or because it's like you hold it until the end of a following phase?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's until the start of your next hero phase.
So I still have it.
It is still going, says Lord.
Sweet. I'm gonna blast these wolves at the end of your hero phase.
Wait, this is not a joke. Arcane Bolt goes through rounds?
I don't know.
Yeah, you cast it, and then your caster kind of
Until the
holds
next
on to
hero
the spell
phase.
until you
He's
go
just-
next hero phase.
He's just hanging on
You
to
can
it.
cast it at the top of any phase.
Actually, I'm not gonna do it yet. I'm gonna wait until you charge me, because then you're within 3 inches, and I can get the D3 wounds instead of just 1 wound. So I'll keep
Absolutely.
holding on to it.
Absolutely. I'm going to, with my 10 inches of move, just kind of move through you, end up 3 inches away.
Are you moving through me?
Absolutely.
Cool. All right.
With
Riders of Ruin.
Ruin. On a 2-up, you take D3 mortal wounds. Nope.
You really need to roll better on the Riders of Ruin for some reason.
Okay. Doesn't matter. I got 10-inch move, which gets me all the way there.
Yeah, you can move to within 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Or at 3, rather, because move rules. Oh, I should have put myself in the terrain. Given myself an additional +1.
Yeah, because you would be wholly within.
Oops.
Do you want to do that?
Nope.
Okay. I will move 5 inches with my lord. My liege.
Why do none of Evan's minis have heads? Well, I have heads for them, but right now I'm Goldilocks, and I have eaten the porridge that is too hot, which is heads that are like this big, and the porridge that is too cold, that is heads that are like this big, and the heads that are just right are coming soon.
Dude, let me tell you, I've printed your heads at least 7 times.
And for some reason, Scott's printer hates my heads.
that I have gotten more print failures on those heads than I've gotten any print in my life. It's brutal.
It's bad.
Charges, because there's no shooting. That was the move phase. So we'll do that. Okay. We'll start over here. Looking for a 3-up.
No
Barely
problem.
got it.
No problem.
Everything's good. Over here, we're gonna charge with the wolves.
Also a 3-up. Yeah.
Got it on a 6. Make way. We're gonna sneak around as much as we can.
'Tis the season to go headless. They are spookier without heads. I thought about changing my plans and making them all animated armor and giving them like smoke wisps for heads. But no, I commissioned custom heads and I like them, and they're pretty cool.
He's gonna charge as well. Let's see what he needs. He needs a fat 8. So 2 4s. Nope.
You can re-roll that if you use your
Oh yeah,
command
fuck
point.
it, absolutely. I have 3 to use. I
Yeah.
will use 1. I have 2 remaining.
There you go.
Not Conrad Kurz.
Chat
is in.
reminding you about coherency with your wolves?
They were. I'm pretty sure these two.
They were coherent until you shoved the leader in there and made them not coherent, but I think you're fine if you put them back to the way they were.
Something like that. Is the guy still within 1 inch? What does it matter? I can just pile him and swing.
I kick ass for
I think he's
the
within
Lord.
1 inch. I can't tell for sure, but yeah, he's within 1.
Laser bees with the prime sub. Thank you.
Appreciate it, laser bees.
Golden Smoke Knight Stormcast. Yeah, I might do some of them. They could be ghosts.
He's referring
They're all
to a-
skeletons under the helmet.
Referring to a Kingdom Death model, but it's
Yeah.
54 mil, so it might look a little funky.
That's the guy that you painted for the NMM video, right?
yeah.
The original NMM video.
Yes.
Yeah. End of the charge phase. I
Yes.
have my little ability that goes off.
Yeah.
Every unit within 1 inch of a friendly Stormcast model, I have to roll against the Brave View. 10. Also 10 probably on him too.
Yes. Everyone's 10 in my army.
Cool. All right, so just looking for pairs of 10s. I did roll a boxcars finally.
Very nice.
I'm going to just say that we're starting over here with the Blood Knights because those are the ones that I was thinking of, but
Okay.
I didn't say it. So
It's okay.
the first 2 wounds that these guys do get negated.
Okay.
Rolling again for your Vampire Lord. I'll say it out loud this time. Nope. I rolled a 3, so that's definitely not happening. And finally, for the Wolves, nope.
Close. Well, not, I guess it needs to be over 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just put that there as a reminder.
So it's like it's the difference between the bravery and the roll. It's
No, it's if I beat your bravery on 2 dice, the first 2 wounds that
Okay.
unit does.
okay.
So sometimes it's amazing. On like a mediocre, not a ton of damage unit with bad bravery, it's like you don't get to do anything to my guys.
Okay.
But against bravery 10 guys, it's like it only goes off like once or twice a game.
Yeah.
And then it's great, but most of the time it doesn't do shit.
Yeah.
And over here it doesn't really matter because you roll like a lot of dice.
Yeah. Well, only 2 left.
Yeah, but you did a charge, so you get like bonus damage, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say about unit coherency, because we're kind of talking about it in chat right now, is for a game that has such pedantic rules about keeping your models within 1 inch of each other, the instruments for measuring distance used by all players universally are so inaccurate.
Yes.
That it's like, does it really matter? Like, you can fudge your way through a lot of it. Like in many games, you're using gauges or using movement trays where you can like put the tray right next to the ruler and move it a precise amount. But in this, you're kind of just like
Yep.
a little bit. You're kind of like hovering like 8 inches above, kind of like, does it work? But
Yeah, and the unit
feels weird,
coherency
you know?
feels like it's weird because it punishes you for, like, the thing that happened with your wolves. It just keeps you from setting up certain ways.
Sure.
But then it comes into effect weirdly on this. Like if you accidentally allocated wounds to this guy and he died, and it's like, oh well, now this one dies too automatically.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
like that rule. If they're in combat, coherency should just be assumed. They're all in combat with the unit. As soon as that unit dies, they have to regroup.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that, but whatever.
I actually think after playing this game, I didn't feel it after the last game, but after playing this game, maybe we're kind of reviewing too early. I feel the need to reread the Age of Sigmar rulebook again. Even though I've read the previous 2 versions, this feels different enough to like warrant a reread. And maybe that's ridiculous, but anyways, that's the reason why Warhammer will never be a true competitive game. # grid system. Are you advocating for Dead Zone? Possibly. I mean, I mildly agree, but I think there are a lot of things stopping Age of Sigmar from becoming a real competitive game. Well, maybe not a lot of things, maybe a couple things. I don't think it's really far off, honestly. Anyways, we can review that later. Okay, so I charged. It is the combat phase now.
It is.
In the combat phase, I'm going to use a command ability, because it says at the start of the command phase, called Crimson Feast. If you do so, pick one friendly soulbite graveyard summonable unit wholly within 12 inches. I'm going to pick my
Your summonable
wolves.
unit, yep.
Yep, and give them 1 extra attack characteristic to their melee weapons. They cannot benefit from the same command ability more than once per phase. Okay,
Sweet.
so Crimson Feast, they have an extra attack. I'm going to swing with my vampire first, who is having his best day.
I'm definitely going to all-out defense.
Okay.
Obviously.
So Finest Hour gives me +1 to wound rolls and +1 to save rolls. So my vampy boy I think he's got 5 swings.
Damn.
Might be 4. It's 4. 4 hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s, and then -1 rend, D3 damage. Missed a 3, and then wounding on 2s. 1 save, -1 rend.
+1 from the thing. Looking for a 3. Nope. How many wounds?
D3. 2.
Dead.
All right. I didn't even need to use my deadly coordination.
Blows up for their wound characteristic.
Dang it.
5 mortal wounds.
The vampire
Oh,
wasn't
6. Yeah, the vampire's scary. 6. Looking for 6s. Got 1, 2.
2. Does this affect both people? Both units?
I think I just get to allocate it to units within 1 inch.
How would you like to allocate?
That's a great question. I think I just get rid of a wolf, right? Because the vampire's probably got 5 wounds.
Yes. So, yeah, the wolves have 2 wounds apiece.
Yep.
Vampire's got 5.
I'll
so
just
2,
get rid of a wolf unless you
Okay.
roll 6s.
Well, hold on, let's see here. I'm fully within 12 and I am not. So
Okay.
just a wolf just dies.
Cool. And then, also, by the way, I forgot to mention, wards.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right. Evan, you forgot Arcane Bolt. Did you want to Arcane Bolt somebody?
Oh shit, that's right. I was going to arcade the bolts at the end of the charge phase.
Do it.
Another wolf dies.
Am I...
Additional wound.
I don't know. You would have done that before, so...
But then you'd have the saves on the 2 dice from blowing up, or the
Okay.
3 dice from blowing up. or
Here's
whatever.
2...
Hey! But I did 3 wounds on the thing, so you're actually at the right amount right now. Because it's 2 wounds per.
Yeah.
I did 5 total.
Yeah, so 1 with 1 left. I still got 2.
Well, you just saved 1.
5 total.
-1.
Oh, you rolled 5 total? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I
That
did
was
2
6.
on the blow up and I did 3 on the arcane bolt, and then you just saved 1. So 2 wolves die.
You are right, sir. Okay, and then I'm assuming you're going to activate over here?
I mean, what other choice do I have? Yeah.
What's John? What controversial things is John saying in chat here? It's not played for money at high-level tournaments, so it's not.
Yeah, all right.
Although Vince would say playing miniature war games for money is defeating the
Unethical.
purpose, the spirit of the game.
That's true.
I don't know if I agree with that, but it's an opinion. I feel like a money tournament is a cool idea in practice, but like the game needs to be real tight for it to not turn into a toxic, just sludge heap of a rule mashing nightmare.
Yeah, I generally agree.
Yeah.
It needs to be something that has precise measuring tools.
That's one thing for sure.
Right, like dice being involved is fine, but like this is too wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Song is already like really borderline, and that's less wishy-washy, and it's still bad. I'm attacking with this guy first with the hammer, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s.
All defense. All defense.
Okay. Nope. Sword guy's attacking. Again, hitting on 3s. That's
Sword guy has been consistently angry.
consistently angry, but not a lot of juice behind it. That's 2 coming your way at rend -1, but then +1 from all out defense.
That's both. Gotta
That's
let the
both.
Space Marine saves. All right, the Blast is swinging back. They got 4 attacks on the Castellan, 3 on the Banner Bear, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. Missed. That was a miss. Missed 4, hit 3, looking for 3s again. 2 more, sir, at -1 rend.
Looking for 5s. Nothing, but then I've got my word saves 5 up. Let's use different dice. No ward saves.
So let me do the horse first. So 2 wounds so far. Whoa! Horses at a solid.
You don't do additional wounds because you charged?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do 2 wounds apiece. So that's
Yeah.
okay. So they're both dead.
No, because I blocked the first 2 with the
Oh,
ability
you're
from
right.
before.
Okay.
So 1 dies.
1 dies.
1 blows up.
Hold on, let me finish this.
Yeah, go ahead.
No more saves from the horses.
Okay, so this guy dies and blows up. 2 dice.
Looking for 6s.
Looking for 6s. Nothing.
Nerfing.
But my 1 Stormcast continues to live.
Battle shock or no? 8.
Battle Shock, their score is a 7, and they lost 1 unit, so
Can't do
or
it.
not 1 unit, 1 model. Yeah.
Okay.
Can't lose anything. Battle Shock over here, you can't fail because they're a 10 up or whatever.
Yeah, and I lost 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. Can't go over that. End of phase, I control 3. So I score 3. And then it's on a turn priority. Unless you want to stop playing, I don't want to like belabor the point, whatever you want to do.
You never know what could happen, Scott.
That's true.
These guys can't come back though because my hero's dead. So
we tie. No, ties are special.
it ties. It just goes back and forth. So
That's
since you went last, then it would be back to me.
Okay. This is round 5?
This is the top of round 5.
Okay.
So let me think here.
Was that Evan's turn?
No, that was Scott's turn.
That was my turn,
How
so
many
I
points?
should go to 9.
Okay.
Because I control currently all 3.
If I retreat, that's their movement, right? It's just like D6 and that's it.
I don't know if it's D6, but it is, yes, their movement. They cannot then charge afterwards.
Oh, I don't want to charge. Are you crazy?
You want to go for this one?
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking like, can I score an additional point? Yeah, we don't have to play it out other than can I cap that by the end of this turn. So it's just a straight D6, not D6 plus movement, right?
I have no idea.
Where's retreat?
So what's the question?
Retreating, what is it? Just D6 movement?
Move characteristics shown on the unit's war scroll. So I have 5 inches to retreat. I don't have to roll anything. Wow.
Wow.
5 inches. Can I? If I move 5 inches that way, I think I can get there, but I'm not positive. Right, so, I just magnetized to my tape measure. I am within 6. Is it wholly within 6 or just within 6?
It's the center of the objective marker. We'll just say you're in. You're in.
Yeah, so we don't have to play it out. I would score 1 more point at the end of my turn because I claim this.
Yeah.
And then at your turn, you may destroy me or not, but it doesn't matter. You're going to score 3 for controlling 2.
Yep.
And then the question is, did we complete our battle whatever thing?
Yes. Mine was have a battle line unit remaining. The Blood Knights in my list are battle line because of my Castellite dynasty. So
Mine was, I was hoping to have one guy in your space
my
at the
deployment.
end.
Oh, in my half of the board?
in your half the board.
Gotcha.
I guess I could run that way, but I am not sure if I can actually do it because of the shape of the terrain. So
You were like right here?
if there are more friendly units, actually it wouldn't matter because this guy is on this side,
Yes.
wholly within.
Okay.
So because these guys aren't wholly within.
No, they're
but
not.
It would be 1 and 1, so I wouldn't score it. So good game,
GG,
Scott.
Evan. Any thoughts? Okay, now if we made anything strategically terrible,
Oh boy.
let us know what we could have done better. I guess learning lessons for me. Okay, I mean, there's the obvious learning lessons of my unit of 10 wolves, like me taking 10 wounds.
That was mean of me, but I only did that
okay.
because I thought they were going to come back.
No, you're fine. It doesn't matter.
And I guess they did eventually.
So that was a learning lesson. So it's like, so I guess my question is what's the best way to defend against an army that can drop down, charge you, and annihilate a unit with impunity? I literally can't do anything about it. Should I just not have moved at all? Should I just have stayed there and castled up? Maybe what I should have done was used my shifting keep ability, which allows me to keep the Blood Knights off of the table, so I'd have less drops than you. Or no, that counts as dropping. When you say they're deploying elsewhere, that counts as a unit, right?
Yeah, so my deployment rule is for each one I have on the board, then the next deployment I can go, and these guys are deploying in space or whatever.
Yeah. But
They're in
does that
reserve.
count as like a...
And yes, it is the action of placing them. It's just not placing them on the board, you're placing them in space, and then it's back to the other one.
I'll have to read mine, because I have 2 different ones. I have Unquiet Dead, which works on summonable units, and then I have Shifting Keep, which works on my Blood Knight. So I could honestly start the game with just my Lord on the table. But normally you'd be
That
happy
seems
for
dangerous, yeah.
wolves to die rather than your Blood Knights getting wrecked. Yeah, normally, but like, so here's a question for you, Evan. If I had moved up and kept my rainbow formation, would you have deployed back here and gone for a bomb charge on the Blood Knights, possibly a 9-inch charge?
Well, I mean, like, because you don't have to declare the target of your charge, right? You just say, I'm charging, and you see what you roll. If I rolled a 9, then I go in on the wolves. If I rolled a 12, I probably could have got around them and into it with the Blood Knights, which would have been my objective, because if I roll a 12, I'm rolling 12 of those
4
dice
ups.
with the 4 up mortal wounds,
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It's like that just feels like a feel bad mechanic for both of us.
and to be clear,
If you don't get it, your thing doesn't go off and you feel bad. And if you
Yes.
get it, then I'm like, well, fuck, my whole unit is or like half or more.
and my thing is going to get better over time. I have a hero that reduces that from 9 inches to 7 inches.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How do you defend against this?
And it's just like, when they drop in, now you have a 3-inch stripe of the guys that get hit with they dropped in, so you take D3. It wouldn't have been just your wolves, it would have been, because you had your Blood Knights right next to them. And so it would have been both those units would have taken the wounds from me dropping in. And then I'm only 7 inches away on a charge, which means that with a reroll, it's probably going to happen.
yeah, probably.
Like a 75-ish% chance or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
As opposed to rerolls on a 9-up where it's like, yeah, it will maybe happen.
Redeploy if he ends up within 7 inches? I can't because the redeploy only happens in the movement phase. Or what
My
is-
drop is at the end of the movement phase.
But no, there was something about redeploy that we read that did not work for this. Yeah, it's only if you do a move.
Normal move, run, or retreat.
Which
It does not apply to call from space.
At this point level, I think you take 2 units of skeletons instead of the wolves and scream from both sides. That honestly, my original list had 2 units of 10 skeletons. I just haven't painted the other 10s. I didn't want to use. I'm painting minis,
Yeah, me and Scott are both in the fully painted mini camp.
at least for now. No
The
promises for
guy
the future.
with no heads on his units.
It's not my fault. I've been hounding Scott for a month about my heads.
It's not
and
for
it's
lack
not
of
his fault
trying.
either. It's his 3D printer is just not cooperating.
Could I have printed
So-
them more? Yes.
I mean, like, I have the heads somewhere around here. I could demonstrate just how small the recent batch is.
Yeah,
we
they
swung the needle too far in the other
They're
direction.
big and now they're small.
They really, like, I posted pictures on the Discord of the big heads, and they truly look like 8-year-olds at a karate class. Where it's like giant head and little body, and I'm like, yeah, I've got swords and stuff. It's like, nah, it's not working.
Yeah.
And then the little heads are very much like, yeah, I got power armor. I'm so big, and my head's so small.
Yeah.
I have a tiny, teeny little face. I'm a Stormcast. So, yeah, we're getting there. The heads won't take long.
Every day Scott shows up and says, no head, it's an HR nightmare. Spread out your deployment a bit, then you have more points. You're sticking to screen out. Yeah, I think maybe the limiting factor is not having a ton of units. I could have spread out more in my deployment zone, but then obviously you can just teleport in front of me and then get that 9, soon to be 7-inch charge off with a reroll if you want to spend a command point.
And of course I do. Like,
Right, why wouldn't you?
the Annihilators, their whole shtick is just going in.
Yeah.
Going in hard because they have the big save. The other version of these guys has a 3-up save, but their hammer is a -2 rend and an additional wound per hit.
So 3 wounds a hit?
3 wounds a hit, yeah.
Bro.
They just do boku damage. But yeah, they're absolutely, they're 240 points, and all you do is you go, Sigmar, I need aid! And then the Annihilators show up and they're like, and that's it. That's all they do, is just run in and blow one thing up, for
Okay.
sure. 100% of the time. Except when they don't. Yeah, I could have. You're right. I could have turtled up more, but the problem is that Blood Knights are very strong on the charge, and particularly Annihilators, because I want them to be doing the charging. I was worried that he was going to charge in and obliterate my Sequitors, and then I can't redeploy them in a position where they can save my leader. So I get back my Sequitors, that's great, but like they all die, and then my leader is in a really bad spot with 5 Blood Knights around her.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's the Brazzers meme. It's not good.
So, okay, people are talking about screens. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you
There's a
guys...
screen right there.
Nice. Do you guys write your lists to have a screen for every single important unit because of fear of the deployment 9-inch/7-inch charge?
Well, and let's be clear here. We're playing at 500 points.
Yeah.
Right? You know, we
But
get
this is the thing. This is the thing that permeates the entire game.
Sure, but I'm just saying, like, there's not a lot of points to go around to put screens in your list.
Oh, no, yeah. Sorry, I mean in an ideal situation.
Yeah,
Rise and
that
Shine
makes
says
sense.
no. 3 screens in a general at 2K. 3 screens in general. Okay, you just need enough screens to not let him drop close. But that's not the issue, guys. The issue is he can drop in the middle of the board at some point 7 inches away and charge and re-roll that charge if he chooses to.
Yeah.
And so if anything doesn't have a screen that is important, it will fucking die. Probably.
And 7 inches is also in that territory. Even if it does have a screen, if the screen isn't really good, if I roll a 10-inch on that charge, then I can just be like, I'm going around. That screen,
Or
you know, it's
that,
only
yeah.
3 guys. It's just like, oh yeah, I've got enough movement to scooch. Now that's
Probably not possible.
It depends.
If I do the screen like anywhere near, like not like an idiot, it'll probably be fine.
I don't know. I think that this setup in particular, I think turtling up wasn't a good option. If this was burn and pillage, where we had objectives on our side and the far side, I absolutely first round would have just been like, yep, I'm over here and you're over there, and I'm going to score my points over here. All good. Because with them in the middle, it's like turtling up here is like 6 inches away from his deploy. It's like a guaranteed charge range. He's just going to come in on me, and my turtling doesn't do much at that point.
Right, I'm still getting turn 1 charge, basically.
Right, yeah, it's just like, where is this battle happening? And it's more advantageous for me to have the battle happening further on his side because of the grand strategy I chose, and also because if his models are far enough away and I'm still 6 inches, then I don't have to worry about his model count contesting.
Yeah.
Right, and that was my thought process, is like, if I fight you on your side of the board, that's favorable to everything I have going on. My big worry was that you were going to come past me onto my side and kill my hero and come in the back and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Try to do that.
yeah, exactly.
There was a moment, so when I was locked in combat with you on the top of turn 2, I chose to Rise of Ruin and then charge the Annihilators. The other choice at that moment was just to run that way.
Yep.
And then like let the Annihilators do nothing for the rest of the game effectively, and then just control these two.
Yes.
And I think if you were playing and you're maxing it out, maybe that's the way to play. That just feels, it kind of felt like a waste of a Blood Knight turn.
So my counter to that is I was also trying to keep her in range of my units so she could teleport them, because I think
Teleport them.
she can teleport anyone within 12 inches, one unit within 12 inches on that spell. So I was thinking, I can, if the Annihilators are stuck in and I just want them to do the Annihilator thing again, I can teleport them to 9 inches away and have them do their charge thing again.
Okay.
I didn't do that because I was down to like 1 Annihilator right away.
You're
and
also
it's
like
just
in combat the entire fucking
Right,
game.
exactly. And then it's like, what good is that really going to do me, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to fail that charge, and they're just going to stand around like a jackass. But if you had like gone, I've got 10 or 12 inches of movement or whatever, I'm just going to leave. You guys can stay over here. I very easily could have just with my hero moved my sequitors or them within 9 of your guys closer to the objective, contesting it, all that kind of stuff. You can't get away. Like that's part of the point. Now,
And you did a good job. You did a good job of keeping the commander here and the units here, so I couldn't really like run through the units at the commander.
yeah, and obviously that fell apart once I was down to 3 models, which, as expected.
Yeah. Once I piled in.
You
and fought
snaking
here.
around, you remembered the rule and were
I-
like, I'm not going to go over this to kill your sequitors and instantly give you another unit.
Yeah, I wanted to leave them with 1 model left.
That was big brain.
And then kill the commander. I was like, dude, totally I'm gonna kill this commander with 3 Blood Knights in a charge. Like, definitely gonna die.
You would have if it was my old commander. I switched out the actual hero that represents my commander because the last game, the last game went real poorly.
Yeah. I think AOS is really about managing expectations. I feel like in several scenarios, like, okay, I was like, all right, I boosted my Blood Knights. They do 3 damage, a
Rolling
wound.
20 dice or whatever.
I'm rolling a ton of dice. I'm gonna kill these Annihilators in 1 fucking swing. And like,
And then I roll 16 dice and roll 2 ones.
well, like, okay.
Yeah.
But is that how that should have happened? Like, maybe if I actually math it all out with all the dice that got rolled and all the dice that you roll, like maybe 2 guys die. And that also doesn't feel great because they're still kind of alive, you know? So like, I think like thinking about the dice math and then managing expectations is like important, at least for me, so I don't like kind of get down on myself when my guys don't do what I think they should be doing.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, that's just it. It's like, if I'm saving on 2s, it means that 1 in every 6 dice will be a wound, roughly, you know, plus or minus some percentages.
Yeah, which is great.
It's great, yeah,
Yeah.
but my point is it's like, were my rolls good? Yeah, but were they like extremely good? No, it's like I probably should have taken 1 more wound from that
Like
attack.
1 or 2 more wounds, something
Maybe
like that.
2, yeah, exactly. Like the wound range on that, the expected average is probably between 2 and 4, and I took 2.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay,
Sequitors come back only 1 time?
the sequitors, I only get 1 of my, God, what's the chamber called? It's like Redemptor or something, which is my battle line units.
Okay.
My sequitors, any of that stuff. If a unit of them of 5 dies, I get another unit of 5, and then after that, nothing.
Holy commands.
Yeah. Call for aid. That's what it's called.
The Blood Knights are good hero hunters. Yeah, I mean, they
The
seem
Blood
like
Knights
it.
are good everything hunters.
They seem good.
Because they've got mobility and they hit hard, and they have healing for themselves too, and they have enough wounds per model that the healing means something.
Yeah.
Like-
First Oracle says great game overall. Thank you, my friend. What were you gonna say? Okay.
No.
Okay. Pansy Bear says you generally can have a 7-inch bubble against Stormcast. Oh god, chat's moving.
Between you and your screen, so the Annihilators are 14 inches away when they drop.
What?
They're saying, so what you do is you place your unit here, right? You have your important unit, your hero, and then you put your screen 7 inches away there. And so now the Annihilators can only drop all the way over here. So the screen is the bubble from that unit existing.
Yeah, but again, you can drop in the middle of the map.
I know. I
Okay.
understand what you're saying. So what you do is you would angle it out, right? So you have circles.
Okay.
So yeah, I could drop my Annihilators.
That's an interesting idea. Maybe I should just this is so try hard, but make a little grid in Photoshop and just see with a big old 9-inch bubble, 7-inch bubble, where I would position a unit, where's the perfect Venn diagram, such that I'm doing the
The
flanks.
most protected.
Yeah, because I'm curious. And I don't want to spend my time doing that in a game, trying to measure it out. Someone's using the Sigmar commands.
Yeah,
16 dice.
I love it.
And 2 1s is really only one. Yeah, that's exactly what Evan said.
Here
Scott,
are his words for you this day.
You
Child of the ordered world, let's see what Chef D got for breakfast. Sigmar, my man.
did you use Kit Bash Vampire Knight? Super cool battle, even if I just got the tail end. Yeah, I used both of my units, Blood Knights. I only saw one. They're all Kit Bashed. I have a
They're
video.
awesome.
Thank you. I have a video all about the process of Kit Bashing them and painting them.
Yeah, where you thought you were going to paint the whole army in not a day, it was how long
days.
can I stay awake kind of thing.
Oh no, that 38 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I painted 2 units.
He painted 2 units.
And,
He painted them real well, but he painted 2 units.
Guy painted a whole fucking army in less time.
Yeah, that's rough. Don't compare yourself to others, just be happy with what you can do.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty happy with my force so far, so
Yeah.
of course.
I think you should be. Those base rims, though, my God.
Not until they're done. They got to have their heads. They got to have their last little bits of details. I agree. The base rims are super ugly, but you do not black the base rim until you're never painting it again.
I spent too much time in the Annihilators. Yeah, you're right. I swung at them once and then was in combat. I will say you got the double turn and I never got it back.
That's true.
That feels bad.
Yeah, that's true. And if I didn't get that, if I hadn't won that priority roll after you charged it on her, she would have died over here.
Yeah.
The game would have been super over.
Yeah.
Escaping over here, if you didn't get your wolves back right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Any last words, Evan?
I will return. And next time, I'm killing the other chair.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it right. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yes.
The next 2 weeks, we are doing Age of Sigmar. Next week is you and Alex, correct, Curtis?
Yep.
Indeed.
Alex, a new face to the stream.
Yeah, Alex is cool. I played against him. We played the game super wrong.
You didn't have an army of people.
Yeah,
telling
chat, I have to say, very, very helpful to have you correcting us, because if you were there, if you saw this game, you'd be like, that's not AOS. That's a different game that you guys were playing. Because Heels were bringing back models, and boy, were they ever. And mostly for him. Sorry. It's all
Evan
right.
will be reforged.
I will be reforged and burn anew, and that game will be at 750 points. So next week is Curtis and Alex for their 500-point game, and then it's me and Curtis
at 750.
2 weeks from now at 750.
Yes. Okay,
Chair
cool.
versus chair.
Chair versus chair.
Should we have an extra week in Thanksgiving week to play? Should we bump the whole schedule 1 week? That
That's
sounds
what I'm doing with the
horrible.
song thing.
Okay. Sounds like a logistical nightmare. We can talk about that later. Not about
Yeah,
now.
we can talk about that off air.
Yeah.
But
So-
of course, we're going to have a Thanksgiving stream.
No, we're not.
Oh, yeah, we are. No, I promised. We talked about it. We're playing Battletech.
You're gonna play alone.
It's a 24-hour Battletech stream on Thanksgiving.
All
See
painted
Scott's
minis.
face? He can tell he's trapped now. He has to do it.
We're gonna paint all those robot minis.
Yeah, the whole range. No, we're not. We're not. We're not.
Okay, anyways, next Tuesday, painting stream. Tune in for that. The Thursday after that, Curtis versus Alex and Age of Sigmar. Tune in for that as well. This was our game of Northern Conquerors, the 500 point limit. Will be going up soon. Looking forward to streaming more of those games for you guys. Happy you guys are enjoying them. Thank you for all the rules help, especially Lord, Pansy Bear, remember, and also Branu Mate or Mate.
And John.
And
John was in the
John as
chat
well.
helping out a lot.
Yeah, John basically was just telling me, no, you can't do that. You can't do that either.
Thanks, John.
John, 2 of these for you, bud. Let me fucking cheat, okay?
Big fan, John.
We'll catch you guys next Tuesday for a stream. Thank you for all the subs. Really appreciate it. Catch you guys later.
See ya.
Mike's muted.
Nice muted. Hey, guy just shows up literally right at the end.
About 30 to 45 minutes before the stream ended, you ran out of space on your card frame.
Oh, yeah, that happens. We really need to get a big roll.
I should just bring it.
I should say, we talked about this. You have hard drive. We really need to hook up.
We are, they can still hear us. That's okay. We haven't talked about head yet.
Mike's not muted.
What up, y'all? We're still here.
I know why. It's because of whatever you did. Yeah, okay, you can hear me, but you're not going to be able to hear me for a second. Watch this. You can't hear anybody anymore.